Beat. Beat.
Big up, everyone. Welcome back to episode number 41 of your regular Monday night Mudness every single time. You guys know we do the Mud Brothers show on this channel every single Monday. And yeah, we had a very crazy, eventful weekend. Only one of us took a loss, but the rest of us are still unbeaten in 2025. I don't know how I walked out of Anfield with a point, but it is what it is. And we are going to dissect the performance and all of the rest of the games as well. But before we obviously do that, make sure you guys do run up the likes, make sure you guys do subscribe and support the channel the same way that you have been this whole time. And yeah, every single one, I really appreciate it for all the support so far too. But yeah, we have a lot to discuss. Obviously, United playing Liverpool, which we did get a 2-2 draw. Chelsea played Crystal Palace away from home, which ended up being a 1-1 draw. We also had Arsenal playing against Brighton away from home too, which was another 1-1 draw. And then we will discuss Spurs losing out to Newcastle this week as well. So big up to everyone. I see a couple of people in the chat already. Big up to BX Gunner. I saw you in the A-listers chat too, and you were calling out Gal. So I love that, man. That's absolutely brilliant. But he says, why does CP look like he's 15 years old in the thumbnail? You know what it is? It's I think they've like enhanced. Like he's the guy that I use to make the thumbnails and stuff, or he helps me. He kind of like cartoonized our pictures, I guess. That's why it kind of looks like he's a little bit young. But I'll tell you this, he's definitely not 15 years old. He's older than me. So yeah, it is what it is. But he says, what's good to everyone? Big up to Casper. Every single time. He's also someone who's been supporting the channel a lot, man. So I really appreciate you, Casper. I see you everywhere. Like deadass, I see you everywhere. So really appreciate that, bro. Big up to Dave55. He says, big up everyone. Smash the likes. You heard him right. He said, he's saying everything right, man. So yeah, smash the likes, subscribe if you haven't already. And yes, let's get pretty much into it without further ado, let's go ahead and introduce the rest of the Mud Brothers, the panelists that I do have. First and foremost, we want to introduce someone who's been on a little hiatus. He's been on a little vacation. He's been away from, the drama, the stuff going on in our club, all of that type of stuff. He's been away from the stuff that's going on Mud Brothers too. He's actually come here to find out that there's a new member on Mud Brothers now as well. But we do have to welcome man like Spooby. He is in the building. Yes, Spooby, back from his vacation.
What is up?
What are we saying, Spooby?
Everyone, don't worry, I'm back, okay? The truth speaker of the Mud Brothers show, okay? I was in India on the mountains, meditating, just taking everything in, and I have to come back to this mess. But big up everyone in the chat. Anyone that there's more people at D55, everyone big up. But yeah, we'll get into it. And just don't worry, okay? There's no more fraudulence on this panel. I'm back. Don't worry.
Yeah, see, okay, Casper, I didn't mean it that way. Like, I didn't mean you're everywhere like that. Like, you're part of the streets, or like you belong to the streets. Like what Future said. No, it's none of that. It's just like I meant like you're actually supporting everyone. That's what I meant to say. Like you're everywhere in terms of support. It's a good thing, and yeah, man, it's 100% a good thing. But yeah, so big up to Spoopy every single time. Glad to have him back. Of course, there's a lot of times where I was just like alone by myself, getting absolutely cooked by the panel. So now I do have Spoopy back with me, who can help me with that. But we're not getting cooked today. That's one thing for sure. But let's go ahead and introduce some people that we can cook. First one being man like Latimus Prime, the newest member of our Mud Brothers show. Obviously, I finally added him to the thumbnail as well. So I blame the thumbnail guy for that, Prime. Don't blame me, okay? I blame the thumbnail guy. But it is what it is. How are you doing though, Prime? Everything good?
Yeah, I'm good. Listen, I told Sheik that I'm not going to be on the show from the start until I'm on the thumbnail, so I'm here now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he was asking for a lot of like fees and stuff, like sign-on bonus. It's like sign-on bonus. He wanted guaranteed fees, so like I had to take a little bit away from Spooby's like wage and give it to Prime.
That's true.
Spooby wasn't here. Yeah, he wasn't here yet, so like I had to take a little bit away from his wage and just give it to Prime because it is what it is. But big up to you, Prime. Obviously, hope you're doing well besides football and stuff as well. Without further ado, let's also introduce the only person of the panel today who did take an L and who was not unbeaten in 2025. Man like M. De Niro. What are you saying, brother?
Let's go.
Oh, go on. What's good there, man? Yeah, literally.
Hey, where's the excitement? You play a Carabao Cup semifinal in a couple of days.
Brother,
you want to win a trophy.
Easy.
Haven't you told us that you want to win a trophy? That's the only thing you care about. And you're in a semifinal, man.
Yeah, we're about to get slapped out of the semifinal, bro. So it's all good, man.
All right, man. Hey, did you see yesterday's game? So Liverpool could be got at, man. That's all I'm saying. They could be got at.
Yeah.
They could be got at.
Yeah,
but other than that,
you keep running that agenda, bro. You keep running it, bro.
All right. But I hope you're good. Obviously blessed. I hope you're doing blessed besides like football and stuff like that every single time. That's what's most important. But yes, let's get straight into it. And Spooby, we will start off with the game of the weekend, of course, which was Liverpool versus Manchester United. We'll start off with your thoughts because I did do a match reaction. I'm sure people have heard me about what I wanted to say, but we'll start off with you. And we'll start off with you with this whole Ruben thing too, because it's been a minute since we've heard from you, especially on this show, where you stand in terms of Ruben. Have you like been watching the games and stuff? I know we talked about this on the other show that we do, but yeah, just give us your thoughts on the game and just give us your thoughts on Ruben Amorim so far and us going into this 2025. Yeah. United,
I'll start with the game.
Okay.
Look, I'm shameless. I'm celebrating the draw. Sorry, and no one had us even like getting goals in that game. I was seeing all the crazy 4-0, 5-0. Like, come on, like no one had us like anything for that game. So I'm gonna shamelessly celebrate the draw. Did I think we played like really well? To me, it was more Liverpool didn't show up, in my opinion. But
I agree with you.
The passing was a little bit quicker, a little bit more consistent, and then also just energy. Why do we against Liverpool? I understand why the players want to play well, but where is that against Newcastle? Where is that against all the other teams? That's one thing I'm disappointed in. All the players, like I can't pinpoint a player who had a bad game. You could say Højlund. You could say, apart from that, do you have anyone else that had a bad game? Like,
yeah, for sure. De Ligt had a terrible game. De Ligt was the reason he gave away the 2 goals.
Don't get me started on a handball.
Yeah. Don't even get me started on the slide. The slide. Why are you sliding?
Can I be shameless as well? Are we?
Go on.
That's definitely a penalty.
Yeah, definitely.
said
Definitely. A penalty.
so the proximity of the player to the ball doesn't matter. No.
It's more so from what I've heard is that it's in those type of situations. It's more of if your arm is in a natural position. His arm was not in a natural position. He was flapping his arms around like that. He had no reason to have his arm up there. So that's why I think it was justified to give it a penalty.
Yeah. So De Ligt, apart from and the Gakpo goal as well, he got fucking sent the fucking.
Yeah, look, Dave 55 saying it too. De Ligt is still sliding for real. He's and the thing is, like, I thought you're much better than that, bro. We said this on the watch along. I immediately said it along with Flawless too. I'm like, I get it if Maguire does something like that. I get it if even Martinez, with how rash he can be at times, does something like that. I don't expect you to, because you've actually been playing really well for us in the past couple of games. And then all of a sudden, I feel like now this is something that we have to worry about too. Like, Flawless made a really good point yesterday. He said, now it comes to a choice of we have to start one, either De Ligt or Maguire. And Euro has to play and Martinez has to play based off of this last performance. So now it's more problems, if anything, but I just didn't expect De Ligt to make that mistake. Just kind of like earlier on in this season when we played Liverpool at home and we lost 3-0 and Casemiro gave away a goal. I said the same thing about Casemiro. I said, that's very unlikely of you to do something like that. But I criticized him. And I said, like, that's why I feel like it's up there for criticism, because you don't expect those type of things from your better players. And I feel like, he's the reason we conceded those 2 goals. We can even argue we can put up a debate to say that we could have won that game if those 2 mistakes weren't there, because Liverpool weren't being clinical, and that's really it. So, De Ligt.
De Ligt.
If there's any other players I can think of, let's see. I thought Dallo was good defensively, but going forward, I still thought that he had some of those deficiencies that we have been seeing. But it was his better game. It was still one of the better games, like the Newcastle one that we saw, still better than the Wolves one that we saw, still better than the Bournemouth one that we saw at home too. So, yeah, I mean, like, that's what I would say. It's what it came down to, though, is effort. And that second half was purely us just wanting it more than Liverpool. And that's really just what it was. I could talk about Bruno Fernandes because everyone on A-listers was telling me, I'm being a fraud because I don't want to credit him. I have credited him. I said he was our best player in the second half. Whether I say he's a man of the match or not, that's just based on opinion. But I have said that he was our best player in that second half, and he bossed that midfield in that second half. But my issue with Bruno Fernandes always goes away from just one game. It goes to consistency. What about the 3 games before this? What about his performance then? When we couldn't score for 3 games in a row, nobody was talking about Bruno Fernandes then, when he's getting 3 red cards in a season, playing as a cam, being our captain. No one wants to bring up those things, but the moment he has a good performance against Liverpool, Bruno might be back. This is what happens when Bruno's in the team, and this is what you miss when Bruno's not there and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, cool. What about when we've had him this whole time and look at the situation that we've been in? And that's really it. I think it's more so just that Bruno, I don't know what was talked about in that halftime team talk, but the whole team came out in that second half with intent. We scored our first goal in like the 51st minute. And it was a mistake from Trent, of course, but Lisandro Martinez himself picked up the ball and what a finish. Like he told Højlund how to finish, because Højlund had that one chance in the first half that he should have scored. Like, absolutely unacceptable, but he showed Højlund how to finish. And then the rest of the team, top quality. Manu played very well. I thought he played very well in that game as well. Very controlling, dictating play, was just complimenting Ugarte. And Ugarte, Spoobs, we had this conversation about Ugarte on I told you about Ugarte.
No. What did you say about Ugarte?
Okay. I'll say this because I know Prime is going to bring this up. I said, you can bring up the clip too. I said Ugarte reminds me of the type of player and the duties that Kante does, because that's what he does in our team currently. Sweeper, destroyer. He's everywhere. Was he not everywhere at Anfield? He was stopping 4v1 counterattacks all by himself. by just standing on that halfway line and reading the pass. Ugarte yesterday was absolutely immense, bro. He was that presence that we definitely needed. And that's I said this too. You guys have heard me. I said we needed him against Newcastle because without him in our lineup, there's no control. And I say that off the ball and I say that on the ball too. And it showed. Like in a midfield where we've been regarding, or on the pitch when we've been regarding Gravenberch to be the best DM of the season so far, and even though I think it's an argument between him and Caicedo for sure, but even though some people have been saying that Gravenberch is the best midfielder in the Premier League so far, Ugarte shut him out entirely. So that's really it. And I think Ugarte was the man of the match for me for sure. Amad Diallo, I would say, because I've been over the top with some of the things that I have said in the past for sure, but I always keep it real. I don't think he had the best of games. I don't think he had his normal game either, but effective with the goal that he scored. So and that's the second big away stadium that he has scored at. He scored at the current champions. He scored at the champions elect as well. So proving out to be a big game player, and I'm all here for it. Højlund, don't need to say much more about him. He needs to go. I think it's crazy how our fan base has so much energy for a player like Xerxes, who's only been here for 6 months and was signed by a manager who's not here anymore. But we don't say much about Højlund. When Højlund, week in, week out, misses chances, is not good enough. Don't even know what he did yesterday in his game, to be honest. Bro, Spoopy, do you remember that pass that Dalot made where he went through the legs of Konate and it was just cut out by a Liverpool player? Did you see the run that he made for that goal? He ran ran behind the defender. You should be running in front of the defender. And just no IQ in terms of that. His runs yesterday, the only one instance that I can think of where he made the right run was that one chance that he had himself that he missed. I think that's when he made the correct run, but everything else was off. And he was never going to have any type of, and I knew this going into the game, the things that we praise Højlund about, even though I don't think those are big things to praise a striker about. A striker, you should praise a striker about scoring goals, but we praise Højlund about his hold-up play, this and that. He was never going to do that against Konate and Van Dijk. Never. He never stood a chance to do that. Yeah. So then what does that tell you is that you need to see more from his game. And we didn't see more from his game yesterday. And that's the result of it. But everybody else I can say, I'll even say this, Whoops. I'll even say Garnacho when he came on looked good. Even he looked good. Like the first time,
a couple of times
he did, but there were also a lot of moments where he was making the right decision. And again, this is one of those things where I am quick to call out players for their decision making, but I'm also quick to credit them in situations where they did right. Now, the assist that he had, even though it was good from him, like he got into a right position and he played the right pass, although I blame more Liverpool on that because that pass went through a sea of bodies and none of them really did anything about it. And Robertson completely lost Amad Diallo and Amad Diallo makes it 2-2. I don't even think it was the best finish that he had. But it's just, we wanted it more. Liverpool, Trent had a absolute mare of a game. Like
their fan bases are getting
their fan base is in turmoil because it's just all like Trent's head is in Madrid, this and that, all that type of stuff. We had this like conversation on A-listers too. But Trent didn't have a good game. He lost the ball about 25 times. He gave the ball away for the first goal. Laziness, like the way he was jogging and tracking back, just laziness. And that's really it. And I think that affected Mo Salah a lot too, because he was also another player who was quiet, like super, super quiet. And surprisingly, even though I thought it was going to be barbecue chicken, Lisandro Martinez and Diogo Dalot defending Mo Salah, especially after what he did to Lisandro Martinez in that 7-0. It's just like I was surprised. And then again, this is like, I've talked about this on Mud Brothers. I've talked about this on the United shows. We will go through this type of thing where we will get results where we're not supposed to. But the consistency form of it is always going to be an issue. Now, do I think we're going to lose or draw against Southampton? No, I think we should absolutely go pack them, especially after a performance like this in the Premier League. I know we play Arsenal before them, but in the Premier League, there will be certain games where we might also lose when we're not supposed to, and we might also win when we're not supposed to. But that just all tells me that it's the players, it's the inconsistent. He doesn't have his squad yet. But then yesterday just showed me that you men can go to Anfield, where Liverpool have been winning left and right, scoring goals left and right, and us being in the form that we've been in. We hadn't scored a goal for our past 3 games, and we scored 2 at Anfield. And Bruno Fernandes is coming out and talking about, oh, if we can play like this at Anfield, why can't we play this every single week? You are right. But my question is the same thing to you too, Bruno Fernandes. If you can perform like this at Anfield, mind you, he hasn't had a performance like this at Anfield since he's been here at Manchester United. He hasn't had a performance like this at any Big Six away club. I can't think of one. I don't know if you can, Spoobs, but I genuinely can't think of any Big Six away team that we've gone to and he's had a performance like this. So it's more so like maybe someone can say that it's a one-off, but if you are talking about that type of mentality, it needs to come from you too, because we played you in our past couple of games and you didn't have anywhere near a performance like this. And if you see the performance that he had against Liverpool, less of the hoofing of the ball, less of the terrible decision making, simple stuff and basics, and that's really just what he got right. Like that pass, the pass that he made to Lisandro Martinez, even though I feel like Liverpool just allowed him to run through, still good. It wasn't anything crazy. And it was a simple pass, and it was a good pass too. Very, very good pass. Proper weight on it, all that type of stuff. He made sure he was onside. And then the rest of the game, I think there were a lot of instances where even in the second half, he was dictating things. He was actually taking good corners for once. He was actually able to beat the first man when he's taking set pieces. So my thing is like, people are very quick to be like, oh, you're being very reactionary about Bruno, or you have an agenda against Bruno. I don't have no agenda against Bruno, because I'm not just gonna praise Bruno off of one game. We're in 13th and 14th because of the performances that Bruno has had up until today. So yeah, that's really where you just leave it at. I'm quick to give credit to someone. I'm also quick to discredit someone, but we have to keep it real. That we're not just don't get over too hyped about like a performance like this. It needs to come from the rest of the team as well, not just Bruno Fernandes. But
I've noticed that about
that's me.
Ragla fans. Bruno has one good half, and now we're supposed to call him world class again. Like
For real. For real, bro. Like,
And
people
we
try to
not-
tell me, did you watch the Man City game, Spoops? Did you watch it back? People try to tell me that he had a good second half performance in that game too. He was shit. He missed a 1v1 chance. He was shit. Like he all he did was he scored that penalty. What was any difference between him and Mo Salah yesterday? Because they both were the similar type of performance. Just there in moments, but overall throughout the game, just not there. And that's really it. So this overhyping of Bruno Fernandes needs to stop. Like Z, I know he's gonna pull up in any moment, and he's probably gonna be here. And he was there in Hassam's chat too, trying to tell me like, oh, when are you gonna credit Bruno Fernandes? I did credit Bruno Fernandes, and I said he was the best player in our second half. And the only difference I give between, like, people were like, oh, why is he not your man of the match? He's not the man of the match because Ugarte was good in both halves, and Bruno was not good in the first half. He was giving the ball away, and in the second half was completely different. But that's it. That's really it. And in terms of just my overall point, I see what Ruben is cooking, and I see the way he's trying to coach these players too in terms of decision making. You saw that yesterday when Garnacho came on. You didn't see his regular self. He was actually doing well in terms of his decision making. Same thing with Bruno too. Same with a lot of these players. So I see what he's doing, and yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know if you've heard, Swoops. We've got linked with Patrick Dorgo, the left wing back. We got linked with Kirkez today. Fabrizio is talking about it. We got linked with freaking Kolo Muani, man. So we're trying to make moves. That's one thing that I'll say, is that we're exploring loan deals and all that stuff in January. So that's something I've been saying. I've been saying that 1 or 2 signings, 1 or 2 loan deals can make us play a lot better than what we are showing. But that also just means that we don't have to play some of the guys who have been letting us down week in, week out. We don't have to play them. So that's another thing. And I only see it as a positive. Like, I have things to look forward to. So, because this is the start of Ruben getting his players and identifying his profiles and what he thinks works in this type of system. So I'm all for it. Whether it's Kirkez, I would say Dorgo is definitely the one that I would want. I think he's better out of all the ones that we've been linked to. But get the guy, like, explore those deals, see who you can bring in and bring him in, man, because we're definitely going to need it. But Spoobs, any more thoughts for you real quick?
Yeah, just in terms of Amram, I think there's a bit of growing pain. I just want to see the fight that we had in the Liverpool game. You don't have to be perfect. I want to go to Arsenal, give them a game, and then I want to beat Southampton. But I just want to see a bit of the fight, because like against Man City, we played well against Man City. Well, played all right, but we got the result. And then you think, all right, now we're going to kick on. We're going to kick on now, and then we go on a losing streak. So I just want to see us to keep going, just keep the fight up, even against smaller teams. You can't play Liverpool all the time. But yeah, no, I'm happy. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, that's good. Rest of the panel, what are you guys saying? Prime, M. De Niro, thoughts on the Liverpool Man United game? You see what I was you see what I was cooking with that Ugarte thing though, right? Prime, you see what I was trying to say with that Ugarte thing?
Kante Jr.
Yeah,
you're doing what Arsenal fans did when they said Kante is the Black Torreira or whatever. Bruno, see the Bruno defenders, right? This is one of those games where they'll bring up to say, see, Bruno is a quality player. He is world class. Love his performance at Anfield. But then the people who don't rate Bruno would then go and say, well, if he could do this, why doesn't he do it on a consistent basis? But yeah, Man United they played brilliantly.
Definitely.
Against Liverpool. Liverpool they didn't play well, they didn't really turn up, but you also have to give credit to United and how well they played. I don't think United fans should get giddy from this though, because you did this against City, and then, like Spoof said, you've not really won any games up until now, I don't think. Mm-hmm. So maybe this might be like this for the rest of the season, where you'll just be like, just getting scalps in big games. And maybe that might be enough for Amorim, for United fans to stick with Amorim until the summer, where you can start making some moves. Or even now, I guess, in January, you can start making some moves. But, yeah. Ugarte was brilliant. Regardless, he was brilliant. And it shows what I've been saying about Gravenberch. You put him up against any real quality in midfield, and the guy gets nullified so easily, bro. This Gravenberch hype has to die. It has to die. He is not that good, bro. He is not that good. He's not that good. We played him at Anfield. He didn't do anything to us, bro. He is not that good. But yeah, what does this mean now, like, for you with Man United, realistically?
I mean,
like, do you guys think you'll actually make moves in January?
Yeah, I think we will. I think we will make moves. I think we will I think we'll at least get one player in. Loan move for sure, whether it's a left wing back or whoever striker that they're exploring and stuff like that, whatever. But I think we will get a move for sure. And I think Ruben is kind of pressing the board to try to make a move as well. So, yeah, because I don't think he would fit, considering, like, I think this is one way to think of it. And I could be wrong, but it's like, considering the amount of players that he's trying to phase out from this team midway through the season too, there has to be like, it has to come to a point where you will, like, now that you've taken out Rashford, that's one less player that we have in our squad. So you have to kind of replace, and I get it, like why he's trying to push for that, because maybe there's more players that he's trying to phase out as well. So it could be, but I think, like I've been saying, I think one or two signings, even one signing, can definitely have us playing a lot better than what we are right now, and it could make a big difference. So we'll see what we do. We'll see what we do. M. De Niro, you got anything to say about the United Liverpool game? Did you watch it?
Yeah. You see what it is? I always know that with United and Liverpool, obviously, United recently have been Liverpool's kind of, I don't want to say bogey team, but like, it's kind of is a bogey team if you kind of deep it, because obviously with the United game, this is like last season, I think it was the same thing where everybody just expects Man U to win. Yeah, there you go. And then obviously, you get me, it doesn't go like that. And that's literally what's been happening. That's literally what happened the other day. I knew from the kickoff, even from the kickoff, that you lot would get something out of the game, because there was like a aura to the way that you lot even started the game as well. The thing is, with the game now is that with Liverpool, for example, now obviously I don't know what was going through Trent Alexander-Arnold's brain, I don't know whether he was on drugs or the Real Madrid man told him to just bake off for a second. I don't know, but like, yeah, he was getting cooked, bro. It
Yeah,
was
bro.
ridiculous, though. Like, I
Y'all
don't
hear
even.
what Roy Keane said? Did y'all hear what Roy Keane said?
I
What's
said
that?
Tranmere Rovers or something like
Yeah,
that.
Roy
Yeah.
Keane said if he continues to play like that, he won't go to Madrid. He'll be at Tranmere Rovers. Like that's
True.
crazy. That's
True.
crazy.
Yeah.
And then Tranmere Rovers tweeted something too. Like they said, we're
The-
good. Like we
yeah,
don't want him.
We're good.
Yeah,
yeah, that's jokes. Like, it was
that's
so bad.
jokes.
I even saw a video earlier of the way Van Dijk was looking at
Yeah, bro. He gave him the
Trent.
death
Oh
stare.
man,
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
yeah.
He's just saying, bro, what is this? Like, it was ridiculous because I do think that might have been a slot mistake because I think when they went and when Liverpool went in the lead at that point, personally, I would have put on what's his name, Conor
Connor
Bradley.
Bradley. Yeah,
Yeah, just to basically start the game because Conor Bradley, regardless, say if you lot had even gone equalize when he came on, he can still attack as well. So he's not just the defending right back. You get me? Like he can still attack. So they still could have gone forward and tried to get a winner. But
yeah,
yeah, I would have basically just changed. I would have made that change then because you can clearly see that this guy was struggling from that point. So
yeah,
yeah, but like it was just I think Liverpool, the manager for me in game management wise, that was a bit of a mistake. But yeah, United played well. Still played all right. I wouldn't overgas it. You get me,
yeah.
and
Definitely.
obviously, you get me. The Ugarte played well and that. You get me, but you man relax in it. You get me, bro. Just chill out at it. You get me. Like my man had a good game. Give him props where props is due, but let's not overdo it, bro. You get me, because this is what happens with everybody. Everybody gets gas and starts overdoing stuff. Like, brother, man, need to see some more performances like how he's been performing recently, then you get me. We can start overhyping and doing whatever. But for now, just give it as yes, good game, bro. You get me, good game. Um, as for Lissandro Martinez, that was a flipping finish, bro.
Yeah, that
Can't
was a
lie,
good
bro.
finish,
That
man.
was a finish, bro. I was shocked, bro. I couldn't believe it, fam.
Yeah, I
But
couldn't
yeah,
either.
like yeah, bro. The game, to be honest, it's kind of what I expected in a way. Now, obviously, man wanted Liverpool to slap you lot, but like it was kind of what I expected, bro. Because like when it comes to Man U and Liverpool, you can't trust Liverpool to get like just roll them over, bro. Like from recent results, apart from the 7-0, it hasn't really been like Liverpool just rolling over United too tough all the time. Obviously, they can get the odd result and that, but it's always it's never certified still. So yeah, man. If I'm a United fan, I'll take that. I'll take that as a to be honest, I'll take that as a W if I'm a United fan. To be fair, like at the
Yeah,
end of the day, you lot are trying to get back and do what isn't against Liverpool. But the only thing now is that you need to basically, like everybody has said, continue this form. You get me, of just playing against teams and being a bit more competitive, bro. That's what it is, I think, as well. And that's not down to the manager. I think it's down to the players who turned up on the day. You understand? The players just need to turn up on the day like how they turned up against Liverpool. And
yeah.
then yeah, bro, you'll see more results, bro. That's literally all it is. Like you'll see more results. And it was just like lucky that even Maguire missed that chance. I don't really blame him, to be fair, bro. He's a centre back in it, and even the ball itself had a bit of a bubble on it. But yeah, man, he should be
I'm not
alright.
gonna lie. I thought Xerxes should have just shot for goal himself there. To be
Yeah,
honest, you're the striker, man. Just finish it yourself. That's really just what
confidence,
it is.
bro.
But I don't.
Confidence,
Yeah, confidence, and I'm not so
confidence.
mad that like it's not saying that Xerxes' fault.
Mm,
Like he shouldn't have passed it to Maguire. The pass was a hospital too, and
mm.
yeah, it's Maguire out of all people too. So I get it, but it's like, yeah, I think it was offside as well. I don't even think it would have counted to
Yeah,
Maguire.
probably.
Yeah, probably. But again, it's more so just the fact that we walked out of Anfield thinking we could have won that game, which is crazy.
Mm,
And we don't
yeah.
normally say that a lot. And a lot of teams don't actually say that. So I'm just like, yo, if this squad is capable of doing this under this manager and how he's been setting us up and coaching it, there's just positives to take from it, really.
Mm,
And there's just a lot to look forward to. So give it time. I actually don't. The same people who were questioning Ruben last week, you man don't deserve to celebrate this draw, man. Genuinely. You don't, because all the guys he was telling him to go back to the back four and all that type of stuff. Yeah, he went to Anfield with the back three. and got a draw. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But cool. Anyways, we move. Yeah, if you guys do have questions in the chat regarding the game itself, definitely obviously drop them through before we do move on to the next section. Does anybody want to talk about Mo Salah real quick in this game?
What happens,
How-
man?
He was locked up, or
It happens, bro. It happens, man.
It does happen. Yeah.
It was gonna always. It's like you see what people think about Mo Salah. Yeah, Mo Salah is not. He's not the, like, how do I put it in the right way? He's not the tidiest of players, isn't it?
He's not
So
your flashy
you get
one.
me, bro.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
people think, like, obviously when he's doing certain things, they're thinking he's just gonna consistently always do the same thing, bro. He's not that type of player, which is why when that debate comes in with, that's why I put in the group chat, but I don't know who saw it at the time. Earlier this week, I was asking you lot who your top 5 Prem players was at the time, because a lot of people say, oh yeah, he should be top
He should
5
be in
of
it. I've seen that too. Yeah.
but then at the same time, I hear the argument of why some people wouldn't, because a lot of people's top 5 Prem players that are named, I'm not saying like this is this. I'm just saying, going off of what people have said that I've seen.
Yeah.
A lot of some other people's top 5 Prem players, and why he's not included is the consistency of those top 5 Prem players, if that makes sense. Like, they were doing it week in, week out, week in, week out, week in, week out. Where Salah, he might have, like, maybe, to me, from what I've seen, he might have maybe a 3-week span. Like a 3-week span of just doing madness. Then maybe that 1 week he's just off. Then maybe the week after he's off. He doesn't have it like the whole season. There's certain players that are in that top 5 Prem that do it the whole season, bro. You understand? Even I was on Troops' stream the other day, and then obviously he was talking about players like Thierry Henry, bro. Like, you get me, bro. They've had seasons where it's the whole season. It's not just, oh yeah, I'm gonna play ball out for half a season, and then the second half I'm not gonna do nothing. You understand? So that's literally what it is. I just think people need. He's not the ice cold player that people should expect every week. He's just gonna do the same thing. You get me?
Big up to Stop Making Sense every single time. Big up to SDFC Benny as well. He says man like gravy boat. That's all funny. But yeah, no, I agree with you. I think I was just honestly being a little bit shameless because, of course, Mo Salah has ripped our club from time to time. So the fact that he had a bad performance yesterday, I'm obviously going to celebrate that. But in terms of like the player that he's been this season, yeah, no doubt he's been arguably, you could say, in the world at this moment, in Europe, that he's been one of the better players, which is his goal contributions. And that's just it. The things that we say about Salah is inevitability. Man's like Thanos. Like, you just know a Salah goal is going to be inevitable, or a Salah assist is going to be inevitable in the way that Liverpool are playing. But I would say, I think a reason why he was as quiet as he was yesterday had a little bit to do with Trent as well. Because normally Trent's there to support him. The fact that Trent was having a bad game and he was being lazy, I think that did kind of affect Salah too. Because it's not like Salah had a terrible game. He's the one who played the pass to McAllister for that one chance that had. And if McAllister had scored that, we'd be having different conversations about it.
I'm sorry. I'm not hearing any of this. We're too many excuses, man. I'm sorry.
See, for you, I get it because rival fans go at you for Cole Palmer. That I get.
But it's not even that, because you guys know what I'm like with my players, bro.
Right.
I'll slander them if they play bad. You know me. So I'm not hearing it. You're world class. You're one of the best players, if not the best player in the world. We're talking about you being a Premier League GOAT. I'm not hearing that, oh, Trent didn't help him on his side for him to go forward. Hazard played with Aspilicueta at left back for the majority of the time at Chelsea, who wasn't attacking. He played with Alonso, who had no legs. Figure it out and do your job. Do something. You're in a title race. You're playing at home. Man United have been awful, and you didn't turn up, barring a penalty. I'm sorry, that's not good enough.
Which could have been saved and should have been saved.
That's not good. Liverpool fans will have a go at what Palmer did against Palace. Fine, but Palmer's still a kid, and you're not expected. People will have a go at Saka when he plays badly. Like, no, I expect more from you, Salah. I expect more from you. You're one of the best players, and I will give you your credit. You are one of the best players. You're one of the best goal scorers this league has ever seen. But if you want to compare you to the goats. If you want to say you're better than Neymar, you're better than Ronaldo, you're better than Hazard, you're better than Robin, you're better than these guys. These guys took games like this by the scruff of the neck. This is a bad Man United side, by the way. This is not a Man United side like it was under Ollie a few years ago, who were actually good. Or this is not a Man United side under Fergie. This is a bad Man United side. A bad Man United side. And you did not perform at all. When we played United at Old Trafford a few months ago, and we stunk the place out, we got crucified for it. Palmer got crucified. But now we're going to give excuses for Salah. No, there's no excuses. There's no excuses. You have to perform. You have to perform. Take the game by the scruff of the neck. Do something, because that was not good enough at all. That's not good enough, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But hey, you can say that's criminal, but that's what's you can say it's criminal him being compared to Neymar, but that's what people say. You can't put him on this big pedestal, but then when he doesn't perform, he doesn't get held to that same standard. When it's Chelsea players, I'm fair and I will call them out when they don't perform. But fans don't do the same with their own players. It's not fair. If you want to say Salah is one of the best we've seen, then when he doesn't perform like one of the best we've seen, it's fair to call it out. You played the worst Man United side we've seen at least this century. The worst Man United side. And you only scored a penalty. That's not good enough. Sorry, it's not good enough.
Fair. I think that's. I'm not even going to argue against that, especially with the track record that he's had against us. Like, yeah, he should have had a much better game.
Not good enough.
All I'm going to say is,
if Liverpool don't win this league, this is one of these games we're going to go back to where
definitely
at Anfield against Man United, he did not turn up. And also, Trent, Liverpool fans, you're now starting to see what we've been saying about Trent. Trent, that he cannot defend. He's poor defensively. He doesn't try. Liverpool fans tried to defend him for years, saying, well, it's the system and it's how we set up. People said he was good defensively this season. No, Trent is not good defensively. That's why Henderson sacrificed his career just to cover
this
that
I agree with as well.
Spam crosses. Like,
yeah.
But whatever. People will say, when I say these things, people will say I'm chatting crap or whatever. But let my players play bad. Let Bruno play bad. Let Amad Diallo play bad. All of a sudden, it's a problem. Is what it is. Are we bringing back the Reece James versus Trent debate? No. Reece James can't even play 2 games in a row. I don't care about Reece James. This is not about tribalism. This is just me being fair. Because when it's other players that don't perform, we're allowed to have a go and criticize. But when it's Salah, we have to protect him. No, there's no protection. If you're one of the best we've seen, then I'm going to judge you by the standard of one of the best players we've seen. I'm going to judge you by the standard that Hazard and Neymar got, that Gareth Bale got, that Robin got. I'm going to judge you by that standard if we're going to put you on that level.
Yeah, facts. And I said that, like, one last final point about the whole Trent thing. I said this on A-listers as well. Like, for people who are saying that, oh, his head's in Madrid and all that type of stuff, kind of using it as a justification. There's no justification to the fact that you gave the ball away 25 times. You had an error that led to the first goal. And also, even if that is the case, you are still employed to Liverpool Football Club and you are still in a title race. Don't you want, like, if I'm thinking from Trent's perspective, if I'm having all these people say all these things about me in terms of my credibility to the club, in terms of like the loyalty that I have shown to the club, whatever, right? Win this club a league title, and as much as I'm a United fan who doesn't want this to happen, but in terms of him, win this club a league title and then leave, because there's no other better way for you to leave. That'll be the best happy ending in terms for you and also for the fans at Liverpool. But then the fact that if these things if they're actually an issue, and if it's true that your mind is at Madrid, then bro, just leave today, because you don't want to be here to jeopardize the rest of the team while they're in a title race. And I know that's why Van Dijk, like, there were rumors and I heard about it, but it was fake. But some Arsenal fan tweeted basically saying how there was like a disagreement in the Liverpool dressing room, and some people, it was fake, but Van Dijk said apparently that just leave already, like, if that's what you're thinking about. And even though that's not true, but I kind of like agree with that. Like, if your head's not here, don't play, because you're gonna cost us in a title race. And yes, even though I think Liverpool are going to eventually win the league, and that's why I called them champions elect, anything can happen in this league, and football is a very, very humbling experience. So with that being said, like Prime said, you would hate for that instance and that performance to be the reason why you don't win the league. And everyone's just going to bring up the fact that, oh yeah, your head was in Madrid, you should have just left then, all those type of things. So yeah, I think it's unacceptable for him to have a performance like that, for sure. And I think it's unacceptable for fans to even justify the fact that his head's at Madrid or whatever. Like, that's crazy. You're in a title race. Before Madrid came for Trent, you were still in a title race. So it's like, win the league, and you can actually make things better with your fan base before you leave. So that's
What
really
am I missing? Did they offer Trent a contract last year? Why have they
They've
waited?
offered Trent. Yeah, they've offered Trent. I think they've offered Trent a contract, but he's like rejected it, I guess, or
He's
I don't
rejected
know.
it.
Yeah, he's just not. Yeah, like he's definitely one who I think out of those three, Van Dijk and Salah and Trent, is for sure leaving. Like, there's been a couple of things here and there in between as well that I've just kind of suggested that he's probably going to leave. So, yeah, that's really it. That is really it. What else have we got in the chat? Let's see. Big up to Pad MC93 every single time. It's been a minute since I've seen you, Patty, on the channel. So big up to you. Hopefully everything is good. He did say that you can argue all you want, but everyone can agree Spoopy is a fraud. 100%. I agree that 100%.
No one agrees.
Let's see. Run up those likes and subscribe if you haven't already. You don't think Arsenal and Arteta win the league? No, man. Why would they win the league?
Who says no?
I've had this conversation
no.
with Tony this week. I had this conversation with Tony earlier this season, or earlier today and last week, on his channel.
Yeah.
I do think Liverpool will still drop points from now until the end of the season, but
you still think they win the league?
Because no one else.
The rest of the people around them will probably
no one's good enough to
points too.
capitalize. So.
Right. Hey, I just want to say, I know a couple of weeks ago I was all like Chelsea go win this league. Now I'll officially change that to Forest. Forest, go win this league.
Hey, Forest.
Nottingham Forest, man, go win this damn league, man. Seriously, go win this damn league. But anyways, let's get to our next conversation, which will be, since Prime is here. We don't have an Arsenal fan today, so we'll kind of leave that towards the end, where we all, as a panel, will just talk about it. But we'll go to Chelsea, away to Palace, 1-1 draw. Talk about it, Prime. What's going on with Chelsea? Winless in 4 now. The chill guy gimmick is turning into I'm just a guy. Not even chill guy anymore. Like I'm just a guy at this point. But what's going on? And one thing I will say is that you did tell us about the whole title race thing, and you were right about it. And do you think maybe top 4 is in question? Do you think this is something a little bit on the manager, where the manager needs to get some sort of criticism? Because I have heard some people talk about the timing of his substitutions. But also just the players too. Jackson missing a couple of chances in that game and not being in the goal scoring form that he was, of course. But yeah, just talk about the game itself. Your thoughts on the Palace draw? You know what? That's fair. I get that, Pad. I'm sorry. And the fact that I moved it to 10 p.m. UK, yeah, I'm sorry about that, man. But
yeah, get to your bed. Get to bed.
Yeah. If you're new people, like and subscribe. Chelsea.
Chelsea. Big up to YG every single time, man. Hey, YG, I already told you, bro. I already told you this. You don't have to send me super chats. You literally are on my channel, bro. This is something that I will refund back to you. So, but I appreciate it, bro. He says United. Big up to YG for the super chat.
I don't know what you want me to say. Do you want me to say Maresca out? Is that what you want me to say?
Yeah, I want you to say. Yeah, I want you to say. Yeah, I want you to say Maresca out. I want you to. Out. Yeah, I want you to for once not blame. I want for once don't blame Sanchez for everything, because like Sanchez ain't the fucking problem. So
that's true.
Yeah, man. Talk about all these other things, man. Talk about all that.
Maresca out. It's not good enough, man. We're below Forest, man. It's not good enough.
Yeah, man. Look at that. You man lost to Ipswich, Ipswich 2-0. I think this is crazy, unacceptable, and I think you're top 4. Man. Sackable offense.
Bring back Chalobah, man. He's the answer.
Yeah, bring back Poch. Fuck that. Bring back Poch. Yeah, man. Bring back Poch.
Like I know, Prime, you're not Maresca, but is there like a validity to the criticism of the substitutions or the lack of?
No. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. Prime for manager, man. Let's go.
Listen, if I was a manager,
hey, you trying to get relegated?
That's crazy.
Nah, I wouldn't relegate. No, I'd be good. I'd be a good manager, but some of these players wouldn't play at all. But yeah, seriously. Depends where you want me to start. If you just want me to talk about the game, we had chances in the first half.
All up to you. Start off wherever you want to start.
We had chances in the first half where we could have killed it off. We could have made it 2 or 3. In the second half, yeah, I mean, I may be Harambo, but I'll win trophies, mate. But yeah, in the second half, I was on Lewis's watch along, right? And I was saying this second half reminds me of our second half against Palace at the Bridge. And lo and behold, they equalized, and we just like couldn't break them down in the end to win. Our forwards now have just stopped firing these last 4 games now. So we stopped scoring goals really, and our defense, like it's been like this really all season. I think we've been conceding the most, even before this little bad patch. I think we had conceded the most XG chances, and we had, and we were also overperforming our XG that we were creating. So a dip like this was always bound to happen. And plus, we've never been controlled. We haven't really been controlling games all season. Injuries is not an excuse or anything, fine. But the fact that we only have 3 midfielders in our team is embarrassing. We kept Leslie, which I said back in the summer, because he's actually a backup defensive midfielder. Because Lavia is injury prone. We don't have him. Enzo and Caicedo look to be burnt out right now. Enzo's bad defensively, as we all know, but let me not even get into him. Jackson's on poor form. He looks burnt out. He should be dropped. Cole. Yeah.
This right here, man.
Let me not talk. I mean, Cole, the only reason why people rate Cole is because he's light skinned and he's got a fade, but I won't get into that anyway. Our defense, without Fofana, like I don't even think per se Tosin and Disasi are necessarily as bad as the fan base has made them out to be, but they're not good enough for us to where we were trying to get to this season and for the long term. I like Gusto, but I'll be honest, he's been poor this season. He's only had, I think, maybe 2-3 good games all season. And also the goalkeeping problem, which let me not speak on or else I'll get in trouble.
Can I say one thing though about the goalkeeping thing? Call me a hater, I don't care. Call me a hater, call me shameless, I don't care. Am I the only one who thinks that Sanchez shouldn't be making that pass in the first place?
Oh, this is De Palma, right?
Yes, that there were other options around him.
He shouldn't be making that pass. Just like he shouldn't have made the pass against Fulham. Why we lost against Fulham was because of him. I would have taken the 1 draw, then we can assess things. But the fact we lose like that in that manner, that changes the whole game now. Maresca's substitutions, yes. On the one hand, they've been very slow, and he's been making the wrong subs. So I will get onto him for that. But on the other hand, I've always had this opinion of managers where when people say certain things like the manager should change it up, change the shape, or make a certain sub or take a certain player off, my response to that has always been, how did they do that? What if they don't have the exact player to their disposal to do that? Earlier in the season, Chelsea, when we had Caicedo playing right back and inverting into midfield, the only way we could do that is by having Lavia fit to play in midfield with Enzo. But Lavia is not fit now, so Caicedo has to play in midfield. And we also don't have Fofana. Reece is Reece, he's never fit. Gusto's in poor form. So we don't have certain options that we would have had earlier in the season to make certain tweaks and certain changes. And Kunku, that guy can piss off. Whether it's to Man United or PSG, he can go. João Felix,
come to Man United.
This whole thing of we have the best attack in the league or the best attacking depth in the league.
Felix,
okay, he's not good. This whole thing of we have the best attack or the best attacking depth in the league is a myth and is now being exposed. And
I wish CP was here, man. I wish CP was here.
And now we've made this massive jump to being like, we weren't title challengers, but mathematically we were for a certain period. Yeah. And now it looks like next season we should be challenging. Now we have to reassess the whole squad because at the start of the season, I was thinking, oh, cool, we bring in Maresca, and then over, like, say, 2 years or maybe 3, we can build up to being title challengers. But now it looks like we could be there next season. So if that's the case, I have to look at the whole squad now. I need a goalkeeper,
right?
Regardless. I need at least one center back, maybe two. Like, I need a right back. I need him. Yeah, it's just a lot. But regardless, it's not excusable. Like, you can't be losing to Ipswich like that. Can't be losing to Ipswich. You can't be losing to Fulham near the end in that sort of manner. We can't be falling asleep with the goal we conceded against Palace. We should be doing more to break down Everton, even though they have been brilliant defensively the last couple of months. We should still be doing more. Like the way we've lost these points is embarrassing. I understand that, but it's not been surprising if you've actually been watching Chelsea all season and not just focusing on results. So that's why this fan base turning on Moret, and this is the biggest problem I have, because notice how everyone's freaking out. Notice how everyone's freaking out, but I haven't been. I've been kind of calm because I've been expecting this. The biggest problem is this fan base. I hate this fan base.
It's the same thing with our fan base.
They're just too reactionary.
Yeah,
but my fan base is racist, so this is their worst.
My fan base is too. That's all good.
Okay, fine, you win. Fine.
Yeah.
My fan base, you didn't want Maresca, fine, but then, and we lose to City for opening game of the season, even though we played well. You guys didn't want him. But then, because we go on a 2-month unbeaten run, all of a sudden you guys fell for the gimmick from rivals, and you believed we were in a title race. And now that we've lost a few games or dropped points, whatever, now all of a sudden throw everything out the window, sack the manager. We're below Forest. We have to rip everything up and start again, and yada. No, like, we don't necessarily have to do that. I understand being critical. It's fine being critical.
Hey, yo, Paddy, that's crazy. Man said big cuckoo, you know. That's crazy. That's crazy. The crazy thing is because he's not even that big in physicality.
Where's the AO in that though?
Big cuckoo. You just said big cuckoo.
That's not a. Well, it might be actually.
Yeah.
Whatever. Regardless,
you don't know who Paddy is. It could be anything. So.
Yeah.
Regardless, we like, as much as I just spoke on all the things I am very critical on. These are things that I already knew, so it's not anything that's surprising to me. Do I want Maresca to go? No, because we are trying to build something, and ultimately we need a manager to do that with, for one, and two, the manager is going to have to go through a rough patch. That's why I said that this season we would start great and go through a rough patch, and the fans will turn. We started great, we're going through a rough patch, and the fans are turning. And the only reason why it looks even worse than it actually is because of how bad Arsenal and City have been this season. If they were doing what they were supposed to be doing, we'd be in fourth, just chilling, and no one would be saying title race, and this fall off, quote unquote, wouldn't be a problem really. But because people thought we could challenge and Liverpool would drop and we'd go and win the league first season and we could laugh at everyone, now people are embarrassed. No, it's like just chill, man. Because getting rid of Maresca doesn't fix anything. It doesn't. He's actually a very good manager, guys. Getting rid of him.
I find it crazy how some of, not you, but some of the fans who have been like a little reactionary. They call themselves Daniel specifically. How he's been, just in general, because it's not just him. I've seen other people do it too.
Yeah, it's a lot of us.
It's how you guys call yourself the chill guys, but then you're so reactionary when you lose a game. Like, it make it make sense.
Oh, it's annoying. And the thing is,
make it make sense.
It was only a couple of weeks ago, right? Was I not on here last week praising the fan base for being united? For once, I believed
you did say that
we were all unified under one idea, and all of a sudden, because we're losing a couple of games, and now it's no, it's all over. We're not going to make top four, and the manager has to go, and players have chill.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fine.
Yeah, bro,
it's gonna be fine. We're still gonna make top four. I'm not I'm not worried about that. We'll still make top four.
Yeah, same.
And even if we finish fifth, like, as long as there's context, or so long I don't even necessarily think that might be the worst thing, because we're not ready for a title challenge, and I don't think we will do enough in the summer to be ready for a title challenge next year. So like, but again, like I don't know. It is what it is. I'm still fine. Like I don't this whole overreaction and stuff. Like it's just like that's the thing that annoys me. Our performances these last few games and certain players I'm not that annoyed with because I've been expecting this. It's this fan base. Because for once I thought you guys had learned. I always saying to rivals that Chelsea fans are finally unified. If we're saying we're not in a title race, actually believe us. Because
Quick
I thought
question.
for once, yeah.
Where were you last year with Poch in this same time? In the table. Do you remember?
I mean, if you search Lewis's tweets, you'll probably be able to find it.
Yeah. Honestly.
I don't know. We actually, I'll just message Lewis and
he'll tell you right now. That's true.
he'll
But
know,
point I'm
so.
trying to make though is that surely Maresca is in a better position with Chelsea than Poch was last year. So how can you say you wanted Poch out last year, but then you also want Maresca out right now when he's clearly doing better with the same players? We had 28 points last year exactly, so I'm guessing that's probably below. That's either mid-table or it's below 10th place because we're currently at like 23 points right now and we're 13th or 14th. So I'm guessing maybe that was mid-table or like below 10th place, right? How is that, or how do you look at that and then be like, Potts should get sacked, which I think was rightfully so. He should have got sacked for that position. But then how do you look at that and then compare this to this season and be like, yeah, Maresca should be sacked as well? Like, that makes no sense. It's kind of like you don't know what some Chelsea fans want. Like,
What percentage of the fan base is it though, really?
20,
it's like that with all teams, to be fair, too, to be honest.
28 points this season. We are 10th. Well, 11th, arguably, depending on the goal difference.
There we go. So, yeah, Casper said it probably 10th, 9th, I think. Yeah, exactly. This is what I'm saying. Yeah, Chelsea were like mid-table all year. Were they not? I think towards the end of the season is where they kind of push up to that 7th, 6th spot and all that type of stuff. But
the last 10 games, we went on a run.
Last 10 games you went on a run, which just told me that the squad could have always made top 4 if they had a better manager.
But people want to make a narrative and say, look at Chelsea. Look at Chelsea's Poch's last 18 last season and our first 18 this season. I make some sort of comparison. Like, no, like I'm just sick. But Scooby, you asked the question. What is?
Yeah, like what percentage of the fan base was it really Maresca? Like, surely it wasn't a huge, like 5% or something. Surely it wasn't.
Bro, the majority of this base never wanted this guy in the first place. So it's just been brewing underneath.
They're just waiting for it.
Because, and especially with because I remember back in October, September, October, right? You know that run where we had to play United, Arsenal, Liverpool, Newcastle. I said that if Maresca doesn't like pick up anything in that run, the fan base will turn. But because after that run, after the international break, we went unbeaten in 2 months. No one could say anything. No one could like reveal their true thoughts on Maresca because people were thinking he'll get sacked by November. We're in January now, and he's still here. People are just revealing their true thoughts. It's not they're not like all of a sudden crying because of these 4 games. They've always thought this about Maresca. People just want to be proven right, regardless of how we perform, and it's terrible.
Dave in the chat brought up Neto. Does Neto play bad or something? What happened to Neto?
Yeah, your thoughts on Neto. There's a couple of questions. There's one question of YG I want to get to as well. But yeah, someone asked like your thoughts on Neto so far.
We don't have enough of a goal threat in this. Our only goal threats are Palmer and Jackson, and in games where they are not on it, we need other people to step up. Neto is better on the left than on the right, in my opinion. Neto's more of a creator. His crosses are amazing, but we have no one to attack them in the box. Jackson's not an aerial threat, which is why we need another striker that offers that profile. Sancho, he's like he creates and stuff like that, but he's not a goal threat. He doesn't shoot at goal
as much as he should too. Yeah,
but enough.
Yeah, that's right.
Madueke does offer a direct goal threat, but these last few games, whatever's been going on with him and Maresca, he hasn't been playing.
Yeah.
So And
true.
Mudryk is Mudryk. He's on drugs. Felix isn't good.
He's on
Nkunku's
drugs.
not good.
That's so funny.
Huey doesn't get given enough chances. Again, this depth that people were saying
He
we have
failed
two
that
squads.
test. Yeah.
We only have two squads because we're in the Conference League. Like it
Yeah.
only looks like we have two squads, but let's just be real. You know,
Hey, at least you have two squads. You know, be happy with that.
but
At least you have two
ultimately we'll
squads.
still get top four because I'm not. Yeah, but my second squad consists of Mudryk, Felix, Nkunku, Disasi, Tosin.
Yeah.
You want that?
Stop making sense that it could have been Mudryk time.
Yeah.
There was another question that I wanted to get to real quick. It was YG. He says, where's the improvement you need to put yourself in a title race? How many seasons do you think it'll take?
Not the goalkeeper. You don't need a new goalkeeper.
Yeah, it's because it's not Sanchez's fault. So I think you actually win the league title with Sanchez because it's not his fault. Yeah, it's never his fault.
Maybe in a side, you need a centre back and you need another midfielder, right? Striker.
Well, Leslie and Santos can play in this team. I don't know why they shouldn't have both be sent out on loan for us to be left with Cassidy, who's ass. We need a centre back partnership because if they have some belief in Colwell, then and you need a guy to come in that's an alpha that can drag him up. Goalkeeper, yes. We need another winger. We need another striker. It depends if we can get it all done in January and in the summer. If that's the case, then probably we can go for next season. But if not, then we'll need another season.
Yeah, fair. I think that's fair, definitely. But cool. Anybody else? M. De Niro, anything on Chelsea? Final few points before we move on to.
Obviously, man hasn't been able to speak about Chelsea since the Ipswich thing. Still,
that's true. Go on.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
so obviously, you get me, bro. Obviously, they've been dropping points.
You want the call?
Bro, obviously,
I cooked you after this.
Hey, he's been waiting for this. He's been waiting for this, man.
You get me, bro.
He's been waiting.
It's not even, you know what it is? It's not even gonna be too much of a cooking. It's just I just wanted to remind guys of what they were saying when Spurs obviously dropped points to Ipswich, you get me? So let's like my fellow London brothers have done the same thing. You understand, bro? It's you know what I'm saying? Ipswich. To be fair, Ipswich, yeah, you get me. They're gunning still. Liam Delap and them man.
Ipswich either. So.
Yeah, bro, they're gunning, man. They're gunning. But like I said, I just thought I'd just bring it up quickly, just so I can remind certain man in the bottom right corner of the chat.
Did I make fun of you guys?
Oh, bro, you were on, man. Still, yeah, bro, you were on, man. Still.
The last panel I was on.
Yeah, bro, I remember, G.
The last panel I was on, you were cooking Spurs prime.
He was that week.
Wait. No, but when did you guys lose to Ipswich? I don't remember.
Bro, this was a while ago still, bro. It was a while ago, man. You know, like that.
So, MDR, you're telling me you clipped the person that makes the clips himself. Is that what you're saying?
Bro, listen, you see me, but what guys don't remember is, I remember everything, bro. So I'll remember that you cooked me so that when that time comes, bro, I won't even cook you, bro. I'll just remind you that you were going ham on that day, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I even cooked Spurs that day as well, to be fair. But you know what I'm saying? I just thought I'd just bring it up quickly, innit? But nah, it's all good, bro. Don't worry, bro. We're both in the mud together, so it's cool, bro. Don't watch that, man. But nah, literally, bro. You see, with Chelsea, bro, when they were playing Palace, I can't lie. I think the game, there was enough opportunities for Chelsea to have killed off the game, innit, to be honest, for me, innit. If Jackson scores a few of the chances that he has, then there's no issues, bro. I think that game, you leave that game with a win. Now, the problem is, like Prime said, is now I do believe that your attacking players, they're not I don't know who was saying they're the best in the league, whoever said that smoking crack, but the players are good. You've got men that can finish in your team, innit? So for me in that case, it's like what was I saying? For me in that case, it's like Prime said, certain players just have to step up when it matters, bro. You understand? Crystal Palace for me, teams like Ipswich for me, there's no excuse in it for me personally. That's what, even with the dead Spurs that I'm supporting, I can't let them type of games slide, bro. You understand? Regardless of title race, no title race, you get me, bro. That's a game that if I'm a fan, I expect to go in there and I expect to get the W, bro. That's just where it is. We seen Arsenal get that W against them, and when Arsenal played against them, they didn't play very well, but they still got the W. You understand? So for me, I think certain players, when they step into those games, I think what happens is that they can be a bit relaxed, a bit chill. Now, I wouldn't say you guys on that game was relaxed and chill. I just think you had enough opportunities to kill off the game in the first half and didn't do it. Second half fell off a bit, and then obviously Palace eased themselves into the game, and then the game just started becoming a bit of an end-to-end type of game. We've seen, one thing I've noticed from Palace this season is that they don't really play badly against anyone. I just think they just don't have the gunpowder to get through games, you understand? Like how obviously the bigger teams do. But I wouldn't say they're a bad team. I just think they don't have the gunpowder to get through games. So it's like with Palace, I think with a lot of teams when they go over there, when you don't take your chances, if they get an opportunity like a Mateta or whoever else is there, Eze, especially the fact they had Eze back for that game, they can do some damage, bro. And I just knew that they were going to come back in this game because they started just pressing. And when I say pressing, they were just playing some good football, bro. You know what I'm saying? They were playing some good football. And that's what it is. So for Chelsea fans that are screaming Maresca out, I'll be real, bro. You may as well just stop watching football, bro. I'll be honest, bro. If that's how reactionary you are, then you may as well just stop watching football and go and watch something else, bro. Because at the end of the day, the manager has put you in a position where, for me personally, you shouldn't even be in there in the first place. You get me, bro? For me right now, but he's over. He's basically pushed you further ahead of the time span of what of improvement than anybody would have thought you would have been. And yeah, bro, like you man should just calm down, bro. Like, I don't understand why football fans. This is the problem I have with football fans. Is a lot of the guys who scream this type of stuff, bro. You man don't know how to play football, anyways, bro. You got two left feet in real life, so it's like, bro, you may as well just go watch something else, maybe golf or something. I don't know, innit? But yeah, man, for me, Maresca, there's no Maresca out. If I'm a Chelsea fan, brother, just relax, bro. You were never meant to win the title this season, anyways, bro. Just chill out, bro. You get me? So yeah, bro, that's literally it, bro.
Yeah, fair enough. 100%. One sec. Let me see. Oh, it's this movie. Okay. Yeah, cool. Cool. But yeah, absolutely agree with everything that you said. I think it does come to a point where you just have to like you just have to stay away from those type of conversations, man, because people are just being reactionary. We have it with all our fan base. We have it, and De Niro has it with Spurs. We have it with United. Last week, we just heard that Ruben should go back to a back four system. Arsenal have that way too reactionary. Chelsea have that too. So it's like it's just always going to be there with some set of fans. But yeah, you just got to look at the bigger picture and also look at your expectations that you had at the start of the season and where you are right now, and then move accordingly. So that's really it. But cool. We'll move on. We'll stay with you, M. De Niro, because we will talk about your team real quick. Spurs versus Newcastle. Yeah, speak on it. You obviously, I think the more important game is the one on Wednesday because you are competing for a trophy, and also the way that we played against Liverpool. Feel like something could happen. So yeah, speak on the Newcastle game and just Spurs in general, and yeah, all that type of stuff, man.
Bro, I don't even in the Spurs game against Newcastle, but I'll be real. I'm not gonna go too ham. I don't think we even played that bad, but I'll be honest, I just think obviously just unlucky, innit?
What Anne said too after the game.
Yeah, definitely. But I think with Spurs, bro, there's so many issues, bro, but beyond what people think may know or think, you understand?
Probably.
Because bro, you're looking at that team, bro. We're playing with centre backs who are not centre back. Well, one of them who's not a centre back. You understand? bro, we're playing with obviously Jed Spence, bro. I knew. Oh, yeah, I'm happy for Jed Spence to be starting. You get me, bro. Um, um, bro. I don't even know, bro. You know, it's like I'm just gonna take away from all of them things there, innit? You get me?
Hmm.
Do you see all of this? Like, oh, should this have been a goal and that, bro? These days, I don't even care no more, bro. I'm just on literally, bro, my team and what we could have done without those mishaps or without those standing blocks. Because you know what it is, everybody can say this and that, but at the end of the day, bro, these things happen in football, bro. So it's down to the team to still go out there and try and get a result, regardless of the blockages that may be in the way. Now, yeah, Anjin, bro. I'm Anjin, bro. I comfortably can say that still. I don't. I think what's it called? Ange is a good manager.
Hmm.
Um, I'm even trying to just answer better of these man at the same time, bro. You know it is. Um, yeah, Ange's a good manager, G. It's just I think the players just ain't good enough, bro. That's it, bro. It's not really a difficult thing to do. Yes, Ange
I
can
hear
have
you.
his get criticized. That's fine. Every manager gets criticized. Amarim has got criticized, but at the end of the day, it's not Amarim Mount thing. You know, Amarim is a good manager, bro. Just from
Yeah.
judging by certain results that he's already pulled out. It's the same with Ange. Ange just pulled out certain results, similar to Amarim, how we beat City. You understand? We absolutely cooked City. And yeah, it wasn't City's best team, but cooking City like that, nobody really does that. You understand? So, like,
Facts.
with Ange, it can't be an Ange out thing. What I'll say is this: you don't have the players, bro. Guys playing, having to play with Archie Gray at centre back. The guy's not even a centre back, bro. You understand? Man's having to play players like Jed Spence and left back when he's a right back. And Jed Spence, to be fair to him, bro, I've been very impressed with when he's had his come on started and played as well. I've been very impressed still. Um, and yeah, bro, it's like you've got players like Basuma and all these type of guys who should be performing for him and they don't perform, bro. You understand? Players like and Bentancur and all these guys, bro, are running into each other on the pitch, bro. That's not a manager problem, bro. The manager can't control man them running into each other and causing missed kicks and that. And I just want to even take it to even this point, like, bro, like at the end of the day, obviously certain players didn't play, but I'm just going in on what I've just been seeing throughout the whole season. Now, people say the Son thing and Son should what's it called? He leave, but I can guarantee you, bro, if Son leaves this club, bro, he's not gonna be anything special anywhere else he goes. Let me tell you why. The guy can't even do the simplest stuff as beating his man on a 1v1, bro. You
Yeah.
understand? The same way man are cooking Salah, bro, and for this the last game he played. That's the difference between Son and these type of guys is that, bro, Son can't even beat his man, bro. At least these guys can beat their man, bro. And I'm not saying they're the same player and they're the same level. I'm just saying that a lot of people rate Son highly, but for me, I've reduced Son down drastically because this was his opportunity when Kane left. This was his opportunity to stamp a mark and say, I'm a top player, bro. You know what? So I can do it without Kane. It's coming now like Kane was basically helping him, and without Kane, he can't really do nothing, bro.
Yeah.
You
It's looking like he
understand?
looked good only next to Kane. Like when,
Exactly, bro.
yeah.
That's it. So for me, like I've rated Son, but I feel like that you can't go past these performances. You're playing against certain teams and cooking, but the teams you're playing against they're not that great, or you're getting a goal and then obviously he's a confident. One thing I've clocked about Son as well, he is a confidence player, but obviously because he doesn't what's it called? Because he's a confidence player, but someone was cooking as a centre forward last year. Why did you buy Solanke? Bro, he wasn't really cooking. I wouldn't say he was cooking. I'll say he
But I
was
think you
playing.
guys needed a striker anyways. It's not like you can just rely on Son being a center forward all the
Yeah,
time.
no,
You
no,
still
no.
needed options. So yeah, that's
Bro,
what I would say.
you see what it is? I was like, if you go back to previous episodes, yeah,
Hmm.
I was very skeptical of Solanke and the signing, innit?
You were,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like certain people have been saying a lot of stuff about man. I can't lie, bro. He's been one of man's better players, bro.
He
You
has,
get
yeah.
me, bro? He's been one
Mhm.
of man's better players. Man can't tell me that he's been dead, bro, because he hasn't, bro. Well, in certain games, if he had a better team around him, bro, he'd probably score more goals than. And one of my criticisms that I will say is that he can still score more goals than what he's scoring now, because he does have opportunities where sometimes he fluffs his lines. But bro, you can see that, bro. I was skeptical, but I'll say it's not even a bad signing, bro. I'll take it now. No, like with it, because he's
Yeah.
got good hold up play. You understand? He's got good hold up play. He can play link up with other players as well. Like, I can't complain, bro. But the problem is the man that are around him, bro. When you got guys like Timo Werner and that, and you're having to start with these kind of guys, bro, it's dark, bro. Bro, if I was a player and I'm looking at the lineup and I'm saying, blood clot, I gotta play with Timo Werner and them, man, bro. I'm gonna be stressed out, bro. I wanna
Yeah.
play with these type of guys, bro. Brennan Johnson and that. People are saying Brennan Johnson, yeah, he's been scoring, bro. The guy's dead, bro. The guy is whack, fam. I can't lie, bro. Like the guy, he's another one that can't beat his man 1v1. He's got to either just cross it as soon as he gets the ball. And then obviously, one thing I'll give him that's all right is he just got a good finish. That's it, bro. Not even good, just a decent finish. He can just finish decently, innit? So for me, there's so many players in the team that are letting the manager down. Madison letting the manager down, bro. You understand? I don't care if he scored or he doesn't score, bro. He's not playing to the way when you see in that period when we were top of the league last season. In that period, that was a serious player, bro. But I ain't seen that player ever since, bro. Since that Chelsea game where we got slapped 4-1 and he got injured, bro. I ain't seen that Madison. I ain't seen Madison since then, bro. I don't care. Now with Pedro Porro, no, that's another guy, bro. You understand? Like, you're a right back, bro, but you can't even flip and defend, bro. Like, bro, you're just getting exposed more and more and more and more and more. Like, the guy can't defend for nothing, bro, but he's good for going forward. You see, Pedro Porro, if he played for United now, I actually could see him doing well, because he'll work well under the Amorim system, innit?
Yeah.
But with Spurs' system, bro, it's not there, because you kind of still got to defend, bro. And it's more recovery run defending, which he's not good at. You understand? So that's the problem. And yeah, bro, that's to dissect, that's literally it, bro. Like, there's not too much on it than you gotta, for as long as we got these type of players in the club and keep signing these type of players and not trying to go for big signings like what every other club does, because it seems to me like even low mid-table clubs sign better players than us. Yeah, we're gonna be in this position, bro. We're gonna always be where we are. We're not gonna win anything. We're going to Liverpool, play against Liverpool, and playing against Liverpool, we ain't getting no W, bro. Man's gonna just put it straight to you like this, bro. We ain't
Yeah,
getting no W,
I
bro.
believe, man. I believe.
Bro, if we get a W, I will celebrate. I'll even be happy if we get that W. But I don't believe we get that W, bro. Because Liverpool, bro, go check the results with us and Liverpool, bro. We struggled to beat them, man, with 10 men, bro. We had to get a last minute ricochet off of Matip to get that W against them, man, bro. Since then, bro, name me another Liverpool W that you've seen us get, bro. It's not good, bro. So, like, yeah, man, and we're going into that game, like I said, with a whack defense, bro. There's no Romero, there's no Van de Ven. You understand, bro? It's gonna be a dark game, bro. With Jaggerson and Archie Gray, bro. It's gonna be a dark game, G. You understand? So, yeah, bro. There's not really a lot on Tottenham, bro. They're whack anyways, bro. I don't even know why we waste time on this section. If it weren't for the fact of this show, bro, I would love to just scrap this section, bro. Yeah, like that, bro. But yeah, bro, literally, that's it, man.
Hey, I mean, the fact that you have to go to Anfield for the second leg, I mean, that's definitely not the best situation to have. But I still think you could get something from it. It's just football. Football is a humbling sport. And just like how I'm going based off of this weekend, just like how the whole world, including all of us on this panel, had thought Liverpool was going to win, we ended up getting a draw. So I'd say keep the same faith, man.
But
Keep the
it's
same faith.
Tottenham, bro. It's not Man
It's
U.
good, man.
It's
good, man.
not Man U, G. It's not Arsenal. It's
Yeah,
not
this
even
same Man
Chelsea,
United lost to you 3-0 at home. This same Man
bro.
United lost to you 4-3 away from home. So I'm just saying, man.
G.
Just
Just
saying.
go look at the results between Tottenham and Liverpool for the last, even, let's even say 10 years, not even 5. You can even
Yeah.
say 10 years, bro. Go look at the results and see how many W's we've managed to pull from there, bro. Bro,
Yeah.
we
No,
ain't
I hear
winning
you.
that game, bro.
Because I was looking at Liverpool's fixtures. One sec. Let me look at their fixtures real quick. What I'm trying to see is if they can rest their players for this game or not. But
They ain't resting nothing, bro.
basically, they have. Oh yeah, they're not resting because they have. They have Accrington Stanley on the weekend. They'll rest their players for that.
Oh, we're done, bro.
But then they
telling
play
you, bro.
Forest after that, so it's like. But that's like on Jan 14th. Okay, yeah, it's looking tough.
We're done, man.
It's looking tough. Yeah, it is looking tough. But I've said this before. I want a North London derby final. I think that would be absolute scenes, like in terms of content, in terms of vibes, and if you might actually win that too, that'd be absolutely crazy. The fact that Arteta in phase 5 couldn't win a Carabao Cup and in
Could you
phase 2
imagine
had
that
won it.
whole-
That's what I'm saying. Spoons.
He would
Like,
get
that's what I'm
sacked. If we
saying.
beat him, if we beat Arsenal, he's getting sacked, bro. I'll tell you that now.
Yeah, I think
That
he
Gareth.
has to get sacked.
Yeah,
he has to
Gareth.
get sacked for sure, 100%. But cool. Speaking of Arsenal, since we are we don't have an Arsenal panelist today, but we will still talk
Oh,
about it.
no one's allowed to speak on the game.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I totally forgot about that. Go on, Prime. Yeah,
Prime's been patiently waiting.
yeah. Go on, Prime. Go on. Speak about the game. I'll just say this: I have nothing to say about the game because one, I didn't watch it, and two, like, yeah, whatever M. De Niro says, I honestly agree with it. It's like, what more can you even say about Tottenham at this point? Like, for real.
Oh, there's more we can say about Tottenham.
You as a Chelsea fan can, yes, you can. So go ahead, Prime.
Yeah. You tried
Floor's
to cook
yours.
me there. You think I didn't have a reply?
Go on.
Prime's just
Yeah, no, you might.
calculating.
You might have just shit anyway. It doesn't matter.
Bro, this is it, bro. Yeah, this is what I'm saying, bro. He sat there for a few minutes. I was thinking, yeah, bro? There's nothing, bro. We're dead, bro. That's
what I'm saying, bro. No, trust me, Prime. I thought about it too. I for a couple of seconds, I was like, yo, what can I say about Spurs? But I was like, yeah, bro. I just agree with M. De Niro because it is what it is. That's just Spurs are Spurs, man. They're gonna continue to Spurs. But all I'll say is I'm keeping energy for them up until this Carabao Cup. What if they do go out this Carabao Cup? Then I'll start shitting on Spurs too. It is what it is. Because
I've been a very big fan of Ange, but I'm starting to see the gaps. Like, I don't know if it's his stubbornness or like unwillingness to adapt, or maybe he's not capable of it. I don't know. I don't know what to make because I used to be all Ange's a great manager. Gets the team playing. Now I'm starting to see the little. Just a wee bit of the downside. He's
playing the Tottenham way, bro. It's a dare to do.
God.
I'm not even bantering. Like this is what Spurs fans were telling me when they had Jose and Conte. That we have to play attacking football. It's in our DNA. Well, you got your Tottenham back.
Yeah. Let's just hope they don't sack him if they do go to the final. Just like how they did with Mourinho. That's one thing for sure. But yeah, I think with Ange, I feel like it's similar, kind of, not entirely, but similar situations with what's going on with Ruben right now too. Is that he's just not. He has to get backed. He has to get his own players, and even though some of the signings that he has made so far, you can say are his players, like Werner and stuff like that. But it's a known fact that Spurs and the way the people upstairs at Spurs are incompetent, just like our owners as well. So it's like. We'll see what they do. I think I've heard some rumors that Spurs are looking to, like, they're being active in this January transfer window. But then again, it's a question of who do they sign and who do they actually bring in to try to fix this situation. But yeah, and also I always reiterate this point all the time. Whatever's happening to Ange right now at Spurs will happen to the next manager unless their owners actually start investing on stuff that matters. So that's really it. I just feel like it's going to continue with any other manager until the people upstairs start acting like a proper club, a Big Six club, like they like to say, in terms of how much money they make off the field and by renting their stadium to Beyonce and all that type of stuff. How about actually spend some money to make the on-field stuff better? And that will actually, in turn, lead to more revenue, if anything. So think of it that way. But anyways, that is the Spurs section for sure. We will speak on the Arsenal one, and what we'll do is we will just kind of do like a whole panelist thing. So we're not just going to go to everyone. But Arsenal versus Brighton. Arsenal away from home against Brighton. Last year, I think they won, and I think the year before that as well, they have won. So their recent few trips to Brighton have actually been positive. But not forgetting Brighton hadn't won in their last 9 games previously to before facing this Arsenal side, and Arsenal took the lead in that game as well. But then the most controversial thing of that game itself was the penalty. So let's start off by this. Did you guys think it was a penalty? And I'll say this, I thought it was a clear penalty. Clear penalty. Clear penalty. But yeah, your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm not mad at that penalty. I thought it was a penalty too. Like anywhere else in the pitch, that's a free kick. So I'm not that crazy. I'd like to hear someone's argument why it wasn't.
Oh, you want to hear? You want to hear someone's
Yeah,
argument? Okay,
yeah.
go on. Give me 2 minutes and go on. I'll tell you someone's argument.
And yeah, because I just thought it was clear. Like what the controversy is, I'm not sure. I mean, the Arsenal fans will go, "Oh, the refs are against us." They're one against us.
Casper said it's Arsenal, so yes, it was what penalty.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's pretty much.
Shout out to BX Gunner too. BX Gunner, shout out to you because you were in the chat on A-listers and you were actually going against Igal too when he was saying, "Yes, I will. Yes, I will." He got it. He knew exactly what I was gonna do.
Was Igal defending it? What was Igal saying?
Was he defending it? Defending it is an understatement. He quote unquote called me, Lewis, Jacob, and Hussam idiots because we didn't understand what he was saying. So yeah. But yeah, go on. Continue while I pull up this clip real quick.
No, yeah, I'm just saying I don't get it. The Arsenal, complex where everyone's against them.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't listen. Arsenal, they're 6 points behind. Never say never. Come on, like I don't get this. We know that Liverpool are going to be dropping points. We know that throughout this season they're going to drop points. So 6 points isn't a crazy gap. Like it's not. Like I just think it's too close to say, oh, Arsenal are definitely not in a title race. But yeah, I get Arsenal fans telling me, oh, we're not in a title race, but then I get the other Arsenal fans saying they are in a title race. Like they're just all over the place at the minute, the Arsenal fan base. But it is what it is.
Hassam, please don't copyright me. Please, Hassam, don't copyright me. I'll let him know. 1 second.
Hassam will copyright you for sure.
Is this a pen? I think it is. It's accidental from Saliba. He doesn't mean a head button, but it is a pen. The thing is, though, right? What's funny is if Saliba had also gone down, it wouldn't have been given as a pen.
Yeah, I think the player sold it 100%. He definitely sold it, and that's what any attacking player honestly does. Like in that type of situation, if you get any type of contact, you will try to go down.
It's the dark arts. Remember?
It's dark arts.
Remember last season in the second leg against Bayern Munich when Saka dove against Manuel Neuer and Saka didn't sell it, and it wasn't given for Arsenal. Listen, dark arts meaning you have to make it work, you have to sell it, and that's what they did. Like I think, and the thing is, right? If that was a Brighton player on an Arsenal player, people would be saying that's a penalty for Arsenal. So. I don't get why Arsenal. Well, I know why Arsenal fans are complaining, but whatever. Sorry, play it, man.
No, you're good. You're good. No worries. Yeah, let me play this real quick, chat, so you guys can see this stuff real quick.
Send me the timestamp as well.
Every day. Sure, sometimes there's more heavily favored for this guy on that week, and then on the next week it can change. But again, it is an independent variable that all the players know, the manager knows. He's trying to fight the fourth official every week, but this is an independent variable that
you guys can hear it, right?
Regardless.
Let me ask you a simple question, Jacob. Honestly, from the bottom of your heart, Arsenal hate aside, have you seen a penalty given for 2 players going for a header for a ball?
Bro, your dude was handballing, playing basketball in the damn box last year. No one says shit. Oh, but that's just the ref's call. We got to accept the ref's call.
I will say this.
Lucas Moura goes down on a foul versus Sheffield United, and the hand, he goes to put his hands underneath him. No, I'm bringing it up because there's a million points that everyone can go to. Shouldn't be. The point of the matter was it wasn't.
1 second. We were 1-0 up. That still would have drawn it level. No guarantee we lose that game. But regardless, today on Saturday, was that a penalty, bro? Was that a penalty? Be honest.
Clearly not, because the ref said no.
No, I mean, was it a penalty that Joao Pedro got for when Saliba made contact with him?
Well, I guess it was because they did give it to him.
So you're just gonna go based on the referee's opinion. You don't have an opinion for yourself.
I'm going off of based on what the history books are going to say. It was that a pin
I
was
actually seen
awarded
this
because
too.
of
Yes,
X of
stop making
foul
sense. I
from
seen
X
that.
player, and therefore, yes, it was a penalty. Do I
Yeah,
think
Have you
Joe
ever
Linton
seen a
handled the
penalty
ball
given in
and
that
the
situation
buildup?
before?
Yes, but does that matter?
Have you
Because
ever
outside of that, it
seen
is
a
still the
penalty?
team's job to
Have you
rectify
ever-
the result based off of their abilities, not because someone's had a decision
Have
go
you ever
against
seen
them.
a penalty given in that situation before?
Okay, but one
I've seen a
second,
lot
like,
of bullshit
just
penalties
because-
awarded. I've seen a lot of bullshit penalties not awarded.
Just because we
See,
haven't made,
here's the deeper thing about it. It shouldn't have come down to that one decision because, like, why did you guys just switch?
Yeah, people. End of the point is that Arsenal fans, or him specifically, are trying to say that because we haven't seen anything like this before, that it shouldn't be a penalty, which I think is foolish. Just because we haven't seen a situation like this in the past does not take away the fact that it's not a penalty. Like,
Brother,
I don't get that.
let me cook, bro.
Go on, MJ.
Bro.
Cook, bro.
This is the thing where I just reverted to literally about Chelsea fans just 2 minutes ago, bro. Certain men have never touched a football in a day in their life. They've never made it onto the pitch for their Sunday league club or local grassroots club in their life. Bro, all they've done is try to watch football and then have a little perspective of their own and look at football like it's Disneyland, bro. Yeah? The guy literally head-butted my man in the head. It wasn't on purpose, but bro, no one cares. But you think when man clip a brother in the box, it's on purpose, bro. No player ain't trying to clip no one on purpose. But the fact of the matter is, if João Pedro, did not head the ball before him, then we can start talking about collisions and stuff. The brother literally had already been headed the ball, bro, and then got head-butted after, bro. And it was just a mistiming from Saliba. That's all it is, bro. And that's a simple penalty. Just because you haven't seen anything before, all of a sudden, because you haven't seen nothing, oh, it's not a penalty. Brother, no one cares about you, bro. No one gives a toss about you. Bro, you're not the you're not the referee, you're not the one that makes the rules. Arsenal fans love to complain about stuff that if it was the other way around, bro, they would have been screaming, oh, why how is that not a penalty if that wasn't a penalty, bro? You literally would have been screaming that. You man are the most. This is why no one rates your fan base, bro. Forget football aside, bro. You man just chat absolute rubbish and cry. Bro, you man are the man that get bullied on the block. You man are the ones that man see you on the block and man told you go shop and go and get me a Skittles, bro. Like, bro, because you man are absolute crybabies. I don't understand it, bro. Like, it's ridiculous, bro. Like, bro, if anybody, bro, should be crying, it should be man, bro. You man cry more than me, and I'm a flipping Spurs fan, bro. It's dark, bro. Like, at the end of the day, bro, you get me, bro. You man played against Brighton, yeah? A team that you should get a W against, and you couldn't do it. That's the simplest fact of it. And the reason why you couldn't do it is because you're not as good as you think you are. I keep telling man this, bro. Like, forget all the like Spurs jokes and all of that. You're just not as good as you think you are, bro. It's as simple as that, bro. You've literally gone into a game. Crystal Palace, man started getting gassed, talking about Jesus this, Jesus that. Brother, you man played against Crystal Palace, bro. Remember the team that you're playing against. You stop getting gassed when you just get a little W. And this is the reason why Arsenal, in my opinion, they won't win the league or this season or get close to it, because the same way Liverpool will drop points, you man are gonna continue to drop points too, bro. That's the issue that you have, that you're still gonna drop points too. And that issue there is what messes you guys up. You man are too reactionary. You should just focus on winning the game. Just focus on winning the game. Stop making excuses, bro. Every week it's a one excuse, this excuse, that excuse. Bro, just focus on getting the W, bro. Get onto your players, bro. Your players are good enough to beat Brighton. This is me being honest, bro. Your players are good enough to beat Brighton, bro. Your players are good enough to beat majority of the teams that you've dropped points to. But the fact of the matter is they didn't. So get onto the players, bro. Get onto the players. Get onto the manager. You man are so focused on, oh, Arteta brought us out the mud. Brother, you man are the ones that are saying you're a big club. So you only care about man bringing you out the mud. What about trophies, bro? You man should be focusing on, I want to win trophies. One thing I'll say the differences between Chelsea and Arsenal fans, yeah, is that Chelsea fans, bro, I can't lie to you, bro. even though they might they battle, they still want to just consistently win trophies. That I've never rarely heard a Chelsea fan just say, yeah, top four. Top four,
Exactly.
top four, top
Yeah.
four. I don't hear that, bro.
True.
It's only Arsenal fans. Oh yeah, but at least we finished in the top four. And this goes back to what I was saying to TJ, bro. Is the drop of standards, bro. You get me, bro? Like you man talk like you're this big club, but then your standards are the same as teams like Tottenham and Newcastle and that, bro. Teams like Tottenham and Newcastle should be screaming, yeah, I want top four and finishing in top four. But you man are screaming the same thing. So is that not a drop of standards, bro? That's literally what you're doing, bro. Arteta is similar right now to Brendan Rodgers, bro. Yeah? Brendan Rodgers was not bad when he was at Liverpool, but he couldn't push it over the line. And sometimes it gets like that, bro. But there's so many men in that fan base that, yeah, but Arteta did us this and this and that, bro. But when you were warned, bro, you've been warned for seasons now, bro, that this guy is not going to push you over that line. If you now win the Carabao Cup, bro, you'll be screaming it like you won the Champions League, bro. And that's ridiculous, bro, as Arsenal fans, to me, bro, that scream, oh yeah, but in 0405, we won the title, 0405, bro. Half of the man that are screaming this 0405, bro, you man were not even, like I always say, you man don't even remember what you were doing on that day, bro. Some of you man were little pickney, bro. You don't even know what you were doing, bro. So let's not do this, bro. Like, man's just being honest. That the issue with Arsenal fans is you man just focus on excuses. Focus on telling your team to just go out there and win the game. That's all. United fans do the same thing. They focus on just saying, bro, we just want to win the game. If Arnie Slot wins the title this season, bro, all you man that are Arteta in, bro, you need to definitely go and look at yourselves, bro, because all the excuses you've made for a man to just come in his first season and win a title that you've been battling to win for how long, it's ridiculous, bro. It will be ridiculous, G. So just calm down, bro, and just focus on your team. Sometimes you just need to shut up. You know, like that, bro. Just shut up, bro. Yeah?
Yeah.
Sit there like the good little
Absolutely.
youths that you are and just shut your mouth, bro. You understand? And focus on trying to win a trophy, and not any trophy, a major honor, bro. Because you ain't won a major honor since what, 04, 05? So you get me, bro. Let's not do this, bro.
Yeah, I hear you. There's a little bit some more clips that I want to show you real quick because it was a big section. Like it was kind of all over the place too.
Everyone's been saying like how just because we haven't seen it before. First of all, just because we haven't seen a situation before doesn't mean that it's not a pen. It still means that it could still be a pen. Like we haven't seen someone punch someone in the box before, so does that mean that that's not a pen? Just because the referee's not giving it before? Like that's
Yeah, there
that's
just hasn't
crazy
been
to
a
me.
lot of examples of
There
this
hasn't
sort
been
of
a
thing.
lot of examples, which
Bro,
I get. That doesn't take
when you
away
have-
the fact that it's not a penalty. Like,
You guys
it's still
are,
a
you
penalty.
guys,
Because I just
Look
think
how
it's
rattled
like
he
it's
is.
a late
Look how
header,
rattled
like
he
it's
is.
a late
Like
You know what I
he's actually
know?
so rattled.
you guys, your bias towards Arsenal will not allow you to
Biased. Everyone's
Bias
against
towards all.
Here,
Oh,
it's dodgy.
man.
This one right here.
No,
What does that do
it
for you?
wasn't.
What does that
I
do for
said
you
it.
or anything or
It's
anybody? It doesn't
Jacob's
change
been
shit.
out,
You just
bro.
want sympathy.
Jacob's
You
out.
want
Seconds,
hugs,
bro, like-
thoughts and prayers.
Someone
What
play
the
a
fuck is
violin
this?
in the
It
chat.
doesn't
Thoughts
change
and
anything.
prayers, y'all. Please, thoughts
It
and
doesn't change
prayers.
anything. It doesn't change anything, but it makes the conversation honest.
I don't think it does. Just
It
trying to
does.
get everyone to agree with you doesn't mean that it's honest. It means that you've
Yeah,
convinced
I don't
everybody.
think you lot were robbed. You lot should have done more to be 2-0 up, personally.
Exactly.
Bro,
I
I
get
don't
it. If
disagree with
I
that,
get it,
Lewis.
I
But
get
if
it.
you-
If that
can you
decision,
sit here
Right,
and
so then it
honestly
doesn't
tell
just
me-
come down to the
Lewis,
penalty.
yes,
Lewis, can you sit
That's the
here
whole
and
point,
honestly
too.
tell me that was a penalty?
Yes.
I can see why it was given.
Can you see
Like,
why? Can you tell me?
It's
you've
a
seen
late
any
header,
examples
like
of
it's a
that?
late tackle.
How many times? How many times have you seen John Terry get
Man's
his
bringing
head
up
done
John
in by
Terry.
other people and never get given a penalty, bro?
man's
used to do
bringing up
that
John
every
Terry.
fucking week.
Though.
Well,
Man,
you're
bringing
talking
up
about
John
Abu
Terry,
Dhabi
Yeah, bro. John
situation.
Terry.
How many
bro,
years
like,
ago was that?
Like, John Terry is who we're talking about in terms of trying to justify that decision. Crazy.
De Niro, you finished cooking, bro, or can I add some ingredients as well?
Yeah, go on.
Go
man.
in, bro,
Go
go
on,
in,
Prime
bro.
Man. Go on. Floor is yours. We'll sit back and relax, to be honest.
Alright, cool. John Terry. I've never seen John Terry actually, no, I've seen him knee a player in the back in the Champions League semi-final and he got sent off for it. But I've never seen him headbutt a player when he was trying to go for the ball. Like, what are we doing? We're going back to John Terry who retired in 2015 when Chelsea won the Prem. Like, and we're now in 2025. That's 10 years later, bro. Gal, like, honestly, give it up. It's embarrassing. I think it's a pen. But you know what? Even for the benefit of the doubt, let's say it's not a pen and the ref got it wrong. Do you know what? The refs get it wrong all the time.
You know what's even
Who
more crazy
cares?
though? You know
Who
what's even more
cares?
crazy though? When did this penalty take place? Do you guys know what time of the game? It was the 60th minute. So you have 30 minutes left to try to get something from this game. And what's crazy is that Brighton almost won it. They looked like the better team in that final 30 minutes. So are we, like I told him on stream too, I said, if this decision was in the last couple of minutes, I completely understand where you're coming from, because then it's actually cost you points. But it's not like it's cost you anything, because you still had 30 minutes left to play in that game. What happened to the whole set piece again, ole? What happened to all the winning corners on purpose, just so that they can try to get a set piece goal? There was much more urgency. Exactly. Stop making sense. Like, there was much more urgency from Brighton in that game from that moment.
Why does this always, like, I don't know how many times this season Arsenal fans have complained about a result. Why is it whenever you don't win, it's the referee or the opposition players? Why is it all the time you want to complain? Maybe you just weren't good enough on the day. Maybe Arteta got it wrong.
Exactly.
Well, and it's okay to say that. It doesn't mean like Arteta has to go or the squad isn't good enough or whatever. It's just on the day you just weren't good enough. It is what it is. It happens.
I'll check it
Big
out.
deal.
I'll check it out.
Like every time you're complaining about the refs have an agenda. Like maybe it's because you behave like this. Maybe because you behave like this. Like you blame the refs all the time. Blame your players for not being stupid. Trossard, when he got sent off against Man City, second yellow card. If Trossard wasn't stupid, Arsenal win that game against City.
Exactly. Declan Rice gets a second yellow for foolishly kicking the ball away in this reverse fixture. But no, it's like there's an agenda against Arsenal. There's this against Arsenal. There's all of that. Like he likes to not just him. Some Arsenal fans always like to bring up that there's an agenda against Arsenal and that only referee decisions go against Arsenal. False. Because when I'll say it for our team in the Manchester derby, Højlund should have got a penalty. But did I come on that stream talking about, referees are unfair and we should have won 3-1 and all that type of shit? No. I didn't even in that moment sit and complain about, why is it not a penalty? Like, why is it not a penalty? Because we know that referees are incompetent. We say this from time and time again. Think about that scenario as well, right? The Saliba penalty. Where was João Pedro going? His back was faced against the goal.
Nowhere.
Where was he going to turn and do? What was he going to do in that situation? Nothing. Even if you let him play the ball down, he has to look left and right to play a pass. It's not like he's going to turn and just shoot. Like, there were a sea of bodies there. So it's like, that's where I'm kind of like, it's foolish. Whatever he did there is foolish. And you should be calling out Saliba more.
About Saliba. Yes.
Because you don't expect things like that from him, a player like him.
And the thing is, right, Arsenal fans will say, but your fans complain about referees. Yes, they do. But you know what I'll do? And I know Sheiks does this as well. I'm not going to say, the ref is why Chelsea haven't won games. I know there are Chelsea fans that do this. But I don't care about the ref. I can't remember when was the last time the ref cost Chelsea a game. Because I don't care. I don't think about it. I know the refs are bad anyways. So it is what it is. I don't care about their decisions. Is my team good enough to win on the day? Because do you know that? Because, like, maybe not City this season, but City in the past, you know how many games City have won with the refs being against them?
Yeah. And
yet they still got the job done. Like, just get the job done and there's no complaining. Because if Arsenal had won this game 5-1, do you think anyone would still complain about that penalty? No. But because you drew,
I just hate
now
the
it's
whole,
a problem. You're just blame Saliba. Saliba shouldn't be doing that. Saliba's stupid. He's not going anywhere. Why is Saliba doing that? Blame Saliba.
I just literally hate how
they won't blame Saliba. They won't.
They talk about the whole phase 5 and all the phases and stuff. So okay, let's just break that down real quick. Let's actually just talk about the past couple of 2 years, right? 2 years ago.
And before you do that, can I just say, right? if you guys are supposed to be the new age master of dark arts, what João Pedro did, dark arts. He felt the contact and he went down.
Yes.
So dark arts went against you, but you guys will praise it when it goes in your favor. I like stop the whining, man. Sorry, Sheik.
I was gonna say, BX Hunter, I agree with this, and this is kind of like what my point is. Everything does trickle down from the manager for sure. Just look at how Arsenal as a football club and as Arteta's squad has literally regressed since the past 3 years. You went from that team that wasn't supposed to compete for the league was competing for the top 4. You were 200 plus days up top of the table, bottled it. Second season, you want to talk about all these goals that you scored and how you're a goal scoring team and this, all that type of shit, scoring 6 away at West Ham or 5 away at West Ham, left and right scoring goals. And you got your best ever point tally or whatever, scored 90 points or some shit like that. I don't know, whatever these guys be saying. And then now you're reverting to, referees have been the issue of why we can't play the way we play. So now you've just basically found excuses for yourself in this third season to justify why you haven't been playing like you did in the past 2 seasons. But the bigger picture is that these referee decisions, yes, you can argue some of them have, like a lot of them have been towards Arsenal. Not saying that there's an agenda though, but it's just a fact that Arsenal games have a lot of like controversial referee decisions. However, you've had ample amount of time in the rest in these games and the rest of the games to do something from it. And what the fact that you haven't done anything from it is one, also your recruitment, because you don't have other options. Bukayo Saka got injured. You were scoring goals for a couple of weeks. Jesus was back. All that shit that I heard. Where was Jesus against Brighton? Where was he? So it's like all these type of conversations. It's really easy for fan bases and Arsenal fans to just find something to just an excuse. Really, that's just what it is. But the time and time again, the thing that I hate is that you always blame referee and you always have excuses to undermine your actual team's performance. Why couldn't you blitz them in that first half? In that first half, you were playing much, much better than Brighton, and you should have had a couple of goals. And why didn't you set the game off then? And why did it always, even after that 1-1, where was the response from Arsenal in terms of that? Like, when we went 2-1 down against Liverpool, of all teams, Liverpool, I thought our response was exceptional. It felt like we were the team who was going to get the next goal. And that's what I'm talking about. And there's so many factors that you can bring in as well. Brighton, like I said, didn't win in their last 9 games. They were winless in their last 9 games. And yeah, it's just like, this is really it. For me, it's like Arsenal fans this season are just picking excuses for their failure. And it's just come to that. So now you went from this team who were 1 or 2 players away from challenging and actually winning this league to now the Premier League has an agenda against us, and that's why we can't win shit. So, all right.
You'll big up a gal, but I think the guy is just too far in the trenches. I think he's put everything on Arteta. He's put everything, and he's not willing to call out
exactly
the team's performances, the players playing badly, the way they're playing. Like, pick up a gal, but
and what did they tell? What did they tell us? What did they tell us last year as well? Right? Oh, we're gonna wait for City to drop points. City will drop points. Like after 4 years in a row, the hunger won't be there for City. You know what, Arsenal fans, whoever said that, you were right. You were right. City did drop off, but where were you? You were supposed to be here, and you are not here, and that is the issue. And that's why I get on Arteta, I get on Igal all the time, because he likes to make excuses for these type of things. There's just some like love that's developed for Arteta. I don't understand it. I don't understand how you can have so much love for someone who's done fuck all for you in 5 years. I just don't understand it at all, to be honest. But yeah, it's just like, it's this clear pattern that some people in their fan base are manager FC. And that's just the reality of it. And you're not going to hear anything from them until the end of the season, when it's fully confirmed that they're not going to win anything again for the 5th year in a row. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But any final thoughts about Arsenal real quick?
No.
Guys, no.
Keep the hope up, though. Come on, Arsenal. Let's do it.
Yeah. Exactly, Sai. Brighton had the best chance to win the game. You guys remember that tap-in that Mitoma just missed, mistimed. That's what I'm saying. It's like, and then he was talking about how, like Brighton didn't do anything in that game at all. That's just completely foolish. Speaking of Arsenal fans, here we go. We got one. Big up Tony, man, every single time. Big up Tony. Big up Tony. Tony, if you want the link, I'll send it to you actually to talk a little bit about Arsenal. It's up to you though. But yeah, make sure you guys do subscribe to Tony Claude Gunner TV every single time. He's a regular on Flawless's channel where they do a show normally every single Wednesday or Thursday, but it just changes. The Man United Arsenal podcast with Flawless and TJ Warren as well. Make sure you guys subscribe to Flawless and TJ if you haven't already. But yeah, big up to you, Tony. Hope you're doing blessed, man. 100%. If the Cronkies backed Wenger as Arteta, he would have won at least 2 leagues in this period. I just think if they bought a striker a couple of years ago or just attacking players, they would have won the league. They would have won 2 leagues in a row, to be honest. But incompetence from the people up above and the manager himself. So it is what it is. But anyways, that has been it for the section. That has been it for all 4 of our teams that we did talk about. We will get to predictions because that's something that we always do. Spoobs, you've missed out this one little thing that we have added to our Premier League predictions. Prime, are you here? Not sure if Prime is here.
Yes,
You know what time it is, Prime?
Yeah.
You know what time it is? Premier League predictions? You know that little thing that...
I want to...
Oh, you want to share something? Go ahead.
Oh, we're not still talking about Arsenal?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
We're not still talking about Arsenal?
Yeah. We'll talk about it.
Can you guys see this?
I can see it, yeah. I shared it for you. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah, this is the players Mikel Arteta has signed per position. So, goalkeeper, Raya, Ramsdale, Matt Turner, Runnison, Ryan. Right back, Ben White, Timber, Tomiyasu, Cedric. Centre backs, Gabriel, Kiwior, Pablo Mari, Trusty. Left backs, Calafiori, Zinchenko, Tavares. DMs, Partey, Lakonga, Jorginho. 8. Declan Rice, Moreno, Ceballos. 10 guard, Fabio Vieira. Right wingers, Willian, Marquinhos. Left wingers, Trossard, Sterling. And strikers, Jesus. And if you want to count Havertz, even though Arteta signed Havertz to play as an 8.
Yeah, to play as an 8.
Arteta has only signed 1 striker in Gabriel Jesus in the time he's been at Arsenal. Whereas he has signed, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 defenders.
That's what I'm saying. So
that's where you're 800 now, whatever it's been.
Bro took defense wins you league titles too seriously. Like he took it way too seriously. Oh, I think Prime just left. I don't know what happened. Anyways, he'll be back. But yeah, I guess bro just took defense wins you league titles way too seriously, and that's why he bought all those defenders anyways. But yeah, like I said, we will move on. Oh, he's back. We had him back. There we go.
That's the Irish Wi-Fi.
I just X'd out on the wrong thing.
Oh no, you're good. You're good, bro. No worries. But yeah, let's move on. We'll do Premier League predictions. Spoopy hasn't seen the thing that we do for our Premier League predictions Prime, so it's nothing crazy, but it's just like this little gimmick that we do. But we'll start off. I'll post all the Premier League predictions and I'll post the games in the chat, and then Prime, floor is yours, man. You know what to do. But we'll start off with the first one, which is the Carabao Cup semifinal. Go ahead, Prime. Floor is yours.
Prime Stinker and Hook is crazy.
Prime Stinker.
But yeah, you got this, Prime. I know it's gonna be crazy. Yo, what is going
on? I mean, for this one, I don't think I have anything crazy. So,
you're doing Arsenal Newcastle.
Spurs versus Liverpool.
You just said Spurs. Yeah. Basically, Spoobs, whenever we describe like the teams that in the Premier League predictions, we like to say something about them.
Oh, got you.
So that's what we're trying to basically do. But he's like, he's like nothing crazy about Spurs and Liverpool. Well, I was gonna say Liverpool, who couldn't beat 14th place Manchester United, but it is what it is. You know, champions elect couldn't beat 14th place Manchester United, but it is what it is. But yeah. What are we saying for that game? Spurs versus Liverpool. I'm going for first leg, of course. And let's actually just do both legs, to be honest, since we are here. Actually, no, we'll just do the first leg because injuries could take place on the weekend and stuff like that. So there we go. H said it. 2 wins in 10 Spurs. versus champions elect who couldn't beat 14th place Manchester United. I'm going for 2-1 Spurs, man. Let's go. Come on, you Spurs, man.
They have
Come
2
on,
wins in 10.
Yeah, and it's about to be 3 wins now because they're about to win
Hey,
this
De
week.
Niro, you're lucky I didn't know that, man. You're lucky.
You found that at the end of
No,
the
no, that's true.
But yeah, I'm going for 2-1 Spurs. What are you saying? De Niro, what are you saying about your team?
Nah, bro. Spurs lost to 3-1.
3-1. Fairs. Spoobs?
Spurs 3-1.
Let's go. Come on.
Come
man.
on, you Spurs.
Come on, you
Come on,
Spurs. Come on, man.
Keep running that, bro.
Hey, I'm supporting you because when you
Yeah.
do win, I'll be shameless as you, man. So it is what it is.
Because everyone's predicting Liverpool.
There we go.
Right?
Stop making sense. There we go.
I think on Spurs over 2 legs will go through to the final.
Yes. Go on, Prime. Let's go. What are you predicting for this game, though? Do you think they win in? Do you think it's enough in this
I
one?
don't know. I'm just predicting that over the 2 legs. I'm not
Over the 2 legs.
I don't have a
Okay.
score prediction. I'm just going over the 2 legs. Spurs go through.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Spurs you must is crazy.
Spurs
Yeah. Spurs you must is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Spurs you must is crazy. But
but
Spurs
Chelsea
you I
must
hope
is crazy.
is what I would say.
Okay.
Spurs I hope. Yeah.
I hope.
What'd you say, Prime? Say that one more time.
So Chelsea you must wasn't crazy though, right?
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. But now it's Forest you must. You know, it was Chelsea you must, but now it's Forest you must. So it is what it is. But cool. What else have we got? What are the midweek games are there? Let me see once.
Arsenal, Newcastle.
Oh yeah, what day is that on?
The next day.
Thursday.
Or the day before, sorry.
Oh, Tuesday.
It's
Oh, so that's
Wednesday.
tomorrow. Okay. Is it
Yeah.
tomorrow? Man.
Yeah, Arsenal, Newcastle Tuesday. Yeah.
Oh shit, we got a game to watch tomorrow then. Cool. I missed that one entirely. So yeah, what are we saying for the teams? Prime, go ahead.
Phase 5 Arteta versus Phase 3 Eddie Howe.
I was gonna say it was a pen FC versus how about that FC?
How about that?
Yeah.
How about
So
that?
it is what it is. But yeah, what are we saying for that? I'm gonna go for. Because it is 2 legs, I'm going to go for 2-2. And I think Newcastle beat them there. Yeah, I'm going to go for 2-2. Spooks?
I'll go 2-1 Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal. Cool. De Niro?
Yeah. Arsenal lost 1-0.
Fairs?
Newcastle go through over both legs.
Okay. Cool. Newcastle, you must. That's funny. Yeah, that actually they must. They must be Arsenal for sure. But cool. Then we'll go to. I think we have FA Cup this weekend.
Yeah, it's FA Cup this weekend.
It is FA Cup this weekend. Chelsea against who you man playing?
Chelsea versus Morecambe.
Yeah, that game. What are we saying for that? 5-0 Chelsea. Go on. Spoobs, what are you saying?
3-0 Chelsea.
3-0 Chelsea. De Niro?
2-0 Chelsea.
2-0 Chelsea. Cool. Prime.
7-0.
7-0 Chelsea.
Bro,
Cool.
you scored 5 against Shamrock Rovers. I'm expecting 7 against Morecambe. I don't care.
I hear that. Then we've got the Sunday fixtures, which are Tamworth versus Tottenham, away from home for Tottenham.
Who?
What are we saying for them? Tamworth.
Is this at Tamworth's ground?
This is at Tamworth's ground, yeah.
Oh, okay. 2-0 Tamworth.
Mad. 2-0 Tamworth. Okay. I say 3-1 Spurs.
3-0 Spurs.
Yeah, 3-0 Spurs.
3-0 Spurs. Cool. Then we've got Arsenal versus well, what can I say for them again?
Who are Arsenal playing?
Us.
Oh, it's at Emirates, right?
It's at the Emirates. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I already said it's not a Pen FC. Referees have an agenda against us FC versus What can we say for us?
Oh, I was going to say English Starboy versus English Starboy.
Wait, who's the English star boy in our team?
Oh, Wanyeri's injured, isn't he?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, who's the English star boy in our team? Who are you calling that?
Mania.
Oh, okay. Fairs. Yeah, Arsenal versus Manchester United. What do you guys think? I'm gonna go for I'm not gonna lie, I think we lose. I'm not gonna lie. I think we lose. But I'm gonna predict. Is there replays in the FA Cup after this round? There's a replay, right? Or does it go to pens?
Penalties, pens.
Okay, I say we win on pens. Yeah, I say we win on pens. So 1-1 and we win on pens. Spooks?
Oh fuck. Oh. 0-0.
Matt?
And fuck it, will win in pens.
Okay. Cool. Dinero?
2-1 Arsenal, man.
2-1 Arsenal. Cool. And Prime.
3-1 Man United.
3-1 Man United. I was just looking at the fixtures. I did not realize that Arsenal and Spurs play each other very soon on the 15th of Jan.
Yes.
You know? That's crazy. Man.
And on the 14th, Liverpool play Nottingham Forest. You know what's going to happen? Forest will get something against Liverpool, and Spurs will get something against Arsenal.
Mm-hmm. And what does that mean? That means Forest are on a fucking title charge, mate. That's what that means.
Yeah, second half of the season.
Second half of the season, we're on a fucking title charge, mate. Yeah, man. It is what it is. A Langa dagger, exactly, man. Casper, you know what I'm talking about, man. You know what I'm talking about.
Big
but yeah,
Callum Hudson-Odoi versus Trent. Callum Hudson-Odoi versus Trent will be there, man.
I don't know what Spoops just said, man. I don't
Callum Hudson-Odoi versus Trent will be there, man.
Hey, we will be there, man. Alanga there too. Hey, we will be there, man. We will be there, man. It is what it is. But cool. That is it, people. Pretty much. I think that is the predictions. Yeah. That is it. So that is episode number 41 of the Mud Brothers Show. As usual, thank you guys all in the chat for supporting the channel. Also giving us great conversations to have throughout the show. A lot of new people too. So special shout out to all you guys in the chat for real, for actually staying with us and listening to everything that we have to say. Because I know a lot of us like Spooby like to waffle sometimes, but it is what it is.
I don't get this hate gimmick against Spooby. I'll be real.
Exactly.
Yes,
the truth.
Yes, the Garnacho thing was a bit wild. And yes, Chelsea fans didn't like what he said about Enzo. True. But aside from that, I don't listen. You guys act as if Spooby is the Mud Brother version of Ryan, man. Leave it. Stop it.
Exactly. Yeah. See, one thing I will never do is put Spooby and Ryan in the same sentence because there's levels when it comes to.
He's not a Ryan. Yeah. He's not a Fator. Yeah. He's not Steve. He's not a Tony. He's not a Daniel. Leave Spooby alone, man.
I'm saying this.
I'm an Irishman saying this, by the way. I'm Irish. He's He's from Northern Ireland. I'm saying this.
Okay, so you know what? Let me retract my statement and then let me rephrase it. Okay, so considering what you just said, Prime, you know, to not do this hate gimmick on Spooby, right? So let me just retract my statement. So big up to everyone every single time for supporting the channel and to listening to what we have to say, especially when Prime waffles a lot. So yeah, it is what it is.
I think all these news people are here because I came back and there's
I just changed your name. I just changed it from Spooby to Prime. It is what it is. But I'm just kidding. It's not like that.
I waffle, but yeah, the big contract he gave me to sign for Mud Brothers. Okay, cool. Look, don't let me start leaking messages now. Don't let me be a mole. Rashford's already leaking stuff about United. Don't let me start leaking stuff.
Straight.
All right.
You're good, man. Big up to Casper for the super chat. What do you guys know what currency this is? I'm not actually sure at all.
It says PL. Is that Polish?
I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I'm guessing. Are you in Poland? Oh, this might be This might be Sweden. I think he has told us that he's from Sweden. But big up to you, Casper. Regardless, you didn't leave a message, and I would have read it out. But big up for the super chat. Regardless, man. Always supporting for real. And big up to Stop Making Sense as well
Hey,
for
there
the
you go.
super sticker as well. Shout out to you, man, every single time. Big up to you guys for real, for real. And like I was saying, man, you guys always support. I've seen some new faces in the chat and stuff like that, and I love it. And yeah, man, the channel's growing and the show is growing too. So thank you guys all for all the support so far, for real, for real. The fact that we've had 41 episodes of this crazy, crazy show is absolutely amazing. And we've had some new additions, and we're gonna always have new additions along the way as well. So yeah, and thank you guys for this, because I have to pay Prime's wages because I got him on a sign
big money
type thing. So he's on, bro. It's like, if I were to be completely honest, like, he's on Mason Mount type of money, and yeah, it's crazy. 250K.
Hey, yeah, but I didn't cook Spurs today, man. So I don't get my incentive, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You might see that your paycheck is like a little bit low for whatever reason.
Yeah, it's fine.
But,
Don't worry. Hey, Spurs, when
but
they
you said,
lose,
yeah, where the Snow Bunnies are is crazy.
let Spurs get battered against Liverpool, and you're gonna have to be paying me a lot next week, okay? The cooking I'll have is crazy.
I got you, bro. It's okay. We'll just take CP's like rent since he's not here anyway.
Oh, yeah, cool. He's not here. Yeah,
he's not here anyway.
He didn't get any minutes today, so yeah, he shouldn't get.
Yeah, he didn't get any minutes today, so we'll just take a little bit from his rent and just give it to the rest of us. Plus, Spooby's back now too, so I have to figure out Spooby's contract as well.
Yeah.
So
give me like a couple of pounds.
Yeah, Spooby's one of the, he's a presence in the changing room, man.
For real, man. Spooby out here screaming, "Lend me a euro" and all that shit. It is what it is. But yeah. Anyways, people, that is it for episode number 41 of the Mud Brothers Show. Before we do close out, obviously check out everybody else on the panel as well. The links are in the description. Literally takes just 2 seconds to click that link, hit that follow, and support these guys like how you guys support me, man. So this show wouldn't be anywhere near what it is without my co-panelists. I could not do this all by myself. So shout out to my co-panelists every single time. That includes CP and Eli, who are not here today. But big up to everyone. Before we do close out, anything you guys want to close out with and just say something real quick?
No, just big up everyone in the chat. Like all these new people. Cockbur, hope I'm saying your name right, bro. Stop Making Sense. Itch. Dave was in earlier. BX Gunner. Just lads, we appreciate it so much. You just coming to watch us, giving us stuff to talk about, donating. Like we appreciate it. So subscribe to everyone on the panel, and just big up yourselves.
Big up, exactly. Prime, same thing for you, bro.
Yeah. Thank you guys for actually making me welcome to be part of this.
Of course, man. You already know.
I was, just happy to be invited on as a guest from time to time, but the fact that Cheek was okay with me being on full time, and the lads in the chat are all great, in the group chat and also in here. So yeah, this is Mud Brothers, man. We're 2025. We're taking over, man.
Let's go, man.
Forget about El Hour and and all those shows. This is the show you want to be watching, man. Trust me.
Yeah. Facts. Big up to everyone. Love that. Same thing for you, Amdeniro, bro. Same thing for you.
Yeah, come on, big up the chat. Without you guys, it doesn't run, bro. So big up you lot. Big up all the viewers who watch after as well. And I don't watch it live as well. So big up you lot. Keep supporting. Make sure you like and subscribe, bro. We need this channel on 1 million subscribers by 2027, bro. You get me? So let's get it pushing still. You get me, bro? You get me? And then obviously big up my brothers on the panel and that. You get me, bro? You get me? Without us, then you lot don't get entertainment too. So it works hand in hand still. So yeah, man. Big up everyone.
Facts, still. Man. Hey, Amdeniro, quick question for you. What do you think happens first? Spurs win a trophy or I hit 1 million subscribers?
You hit 1 million subscribers, bro. Can't lie, bro. Yeah, man.
Steve said to me, right, that Arsenal could beat Liverpool's 30-year title drought. Do you guys think that's possible?
Wait, say that one more time. Arsenal could beat.
Well, you know how Liverpool went 30 years without a title. Steve says Liverpool. Steve said Arsenal will do that.
It's possible still.
Yes, it's possible. Yeah, it was what? We're 10 years away from it.
Yeah.
Because it's been 20, right?
10 years, 9
yeah,
years,
it's been 20. Yeah, man. Let's do it. I'm for it. Let's go. 10 more years of no Arsenal winning a major trophy. Dude, I hope this happens for the rest of my life. Fuck the 10 years. Like, I hope this is for the whole existence of their club, that they don't ever win anything ever again. So, yeah, it is what it is. But
if that's the
case, I think
it
could. On a real, though, I think it could actually happen. It could. It definitely could. I'm not even going to lie. We could be on that trajectory of a 20-year league title gap. We could. We're on that trajectory currently at this moment.
How many years have you guys gone?
It's been over 10. I think this will be our 12th year without winning a league title. We won it last in 13, I believe. Yeah, 13. So this will be our 12th year of not winning a league. But we're not like them because we've won like a European trophy in between that as well. So it is what it is. So don't put us next to them. But
I mean, listen, Chelsea have gone 8 years, so
that's right. You're the least out of all of us. It is what it is. But
and we won a Champions League a few years ago, so
that's true. It's the one trophy.
Nero, when was the last time you revived?
Oh my god!
This
Oh
guy,
my
bro.
god! If you guys could do me one favor in the chat though, let me know who is live so I can go ahead and redirect to someone real quick. Because people always love redirecting to me, so I want to kind of return the favor as well. Let's see who we can redirect to. Let me see. And you guys in the panel too. If there's anybody who I could redirect to, just let me know.
Try to look to see. American Waffles on at the minute.
Yeah, we could redirect to them. Who else is on? Looks like that's it. Do you guys see anybody else online?
Said and Liz are about to go live, apparently.
Saeed?
That's what it says.
Oh yeah, I'm actually supposed to be a part of that because I think they're doing the WWE thing. No, are
Oh,
they?
is it WWE?
Yeah, because today's like Netflix on Raw and it's live for the first time. So
Oh yeah, Lewis is going live.
Is he? Let me see.
He's going live in 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Cool. We'll just redirect to Lewis then. We'll redirect to Lewis. So yeah, let me just add that real quick. 1 second. I want you guys to go into the chat and put up the ones because Roman Reigns will be here today. So I want everyone to put up the ones and let them know who the original tribal chief is, man. It is what it is. But yeah, let me just do that real quick. Let me add him. 1 second. Said got streamed with Faz and Lewis live in 10. Oh yeah, we'll redirect to Lewis because I'll be there too. So 1 second. OTC, you already know, H. You already know, man. Carefree Lewis. Oh, shit. There we go. Cool. Perfect. But yeah, big up to everyone. Thank you guys for all the support so far. And we will catch you guys where you should see me next is Friday. If you guys don't know, I started a new show every single Friday, which is called the Stretford Chronicles. It's just kind of weekly United show. Spoopy was on there this week for the first one, along with Taz as well. I will be having Flawless on this time and a Kevin. So definitely tune into that one on Friday where we will talk about everything Manchester United from this week.
Sure.
And then Mud Brothers, you already know, will be back next weekend. FA Cup watch along this weekend as well. I'll be there for that match reaction, all the normal stuff. And then you can catch all of us as well on I think Abdul left, but he's here. But yeah, you can catch all of us on the Sarcasm City TV playback, where we're always there for some sort of watch along, be it the NBA, be it Premier League, be it some other teams playing, be it UFC, where you'll find me and Spooby. We actually have a very good card coming up, Spooby, the Islam card. So I need to talk to you. I need to talk to all y'all about that. But yeah, definitely check out all the channels and support everyone, man. For real. Support everyone. We'd be nowhere without everybody else's support. So go ahead and show the same type of love to everybody else as well, man. So yeah, that has been episode number 41 of the Mud Brothers Show, and we will catch you guys all in the next one. And like Daniel said, Maresca out.
Arteta.